kukwata wewe ni yaye kwetu wakupinga na musele baba mfuruga jilolwe jiwaka mbenga ngela chaza ni kukwata wewe ni yaye kwetu wakupinga na musele baba meme kusengelela wowoto mujinga kule chibango cha bushwa kuchupa mruse munene chana na ya kujoa meme kusengelela wowoto mujinga kule chibango cha bushwa kuchupa mruse munene chana na ya kujoa mfuruga jilolo jiwaka mbenga nela chaza ni kukwata wewe ni yaye kwetu kwa kupinga na musele baba meme kusengelela wowoto ni mujinga kule chibango cha bushwa kuchupa mruse munene chana na yaye kujoa chena kupwa moyo chibango cha mukawe chilidimu shimu cha menu wakansumare chena kupwa moyo chibango cha mukawe chilidimu shimu cha menu wakansumare chena kupwa moyo chibango cha mukawe chilidimu shimu cha menu wakansumare chena kupwa moyo chibango cha mukawe chilidimu shimu cha menu wakansumare
Real kids need real strength. And
3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. Fellow Ambazonians, I hope my sound quality is perfect. Yes, here we go. Fellow Ambazonians, thank you very much for coming on board Rebel TV. I do appreciate every single Ambazonian, especially the one where they did for comment section. Make una share this message, make it go further afield. Today I get a lot to discuss. I may be discussing for the next 2 hours because I get to address some key concerns regarding the state of the revolution regarding the TTOF project. The TTOF project being launched by the Ambazonia Defense Forces and the people of Ambazonia for the people of Ambazonia. When I permit me for be very, very straight to the point today, I go and thank everybody where they come for comment section for can make 1 or 2 comments, make una share the message. I will give una 5 minutes so that we can start the program. 5 minutes for una for share, make una share for all una WhatsApp groups, una share for all una pages, una share for all una Facebook groups as well. I beg everybody for make a commitment by sharing this particular message. I want to thank everybody where they come for comment section. I go take time for greet a couple of them as we start impromptu. I not be anticipate say I will come live today, but I will greet a couple of people because I hear a couple of utterances about the TTOF project where I get to address them. I also hear a lot of utterances about the state of the revolution where I get to address them. And I don't follow a couple of live programs today, including Eric Tataw, where he talk about Michel Biem. Ntong, una sabi in a person where he don't always work with the IG against the ADF. And interestingly, Eric Tataw talk how ye don't send money personally to Michel Biem. And Michel Biem as someone where they always write against the ADF and they talk how Sako be the leader. So there is a mafia going on that we are not seeing, and we've been saying it for the last 2 years, but no one ever expected that we will or it shall be exposed someday. Ambazonians, permit me for greet a couple of people where they come on live for watch. I want to thank you, Lyonga Martin Monono. Please, you are one of the admins of this page. Make sure you block. I don't want selective blocking, Lyonga Martin Monono, because I'm thinking of taking you out as the admin. I don't want selective blocking. If anyone is not for the revolution and you know is not or she is not for the revolution, you have to block the person. I don't care how many people watch me. I don't care how many people follow me, but I care about the message that I pass out to the people of Ambazonia. So Lyonga Martin, you must be very active with your fingers on the comments section. I want to thank you, Ivan Gube, my namesake. Thank you very much, Ivan Gube, for coming on board as we are just starting. Erika Zara, thank you very much for always sharing. Shalom, Favor Bright. I see you. I can see you here. Shalom. Favor Bright, thank you very much. Julius Caesar, I see you. Julius Caesar, Zion, Man Amber, Rek Tessie, I thank you very much for always being present. Fung Alphonse, thank you very much for always being present. Ayuk Paul, thank you very much for always being present. Kafibe Joel, thank you very much. Ageshi, whatever, Boma, thank you very much. Supremo, Amber, thank you very much. I see all of them with the devil comment section. Ambali Squat, thank you very much. Ambali Squat. Nsame Daniel, thank you very much. Prince Saw, always watching, present, thank you very much. I see all of them here. Mohamadu Mohammed, thank you very much. He's saying he's watching Rebel TV from Dubai. I want to also thank those families where they cast me on their flat screen. Una Sabiso the broadcast on 4K. So please cast me on your flat screen for your house as everybody be quarantined now, or people they stay at home. Cast me and watch me. It will cure corona outbreak. Just for watching me, the cure corona. Someone says CIC is live, no problem. They can be broadcasting on 500 channels. That does not make me or stop me from coming live. Carola Gwetang, thank you very much. Jerry Daddy Nde, thank you very much. Jerry Daddy Nde. Carl Kia, thank you very much. Carl Kia, I see everybody. Yusef Sazos, thank you very much. Yusef Sazos. Those are fake names. Yeah, Chip Chia, thank you very much. Chip Chia. Kaba James, thank you very much, always watching from Dubai. Brian Pope, thank you very much. Brian Pope, always watching from wherever they are watching. Ambazonians, in the next 2-3 minutes, we'll start. So cabin crew ready for departure. As we broadcast directly from Rebel TV studio. As you see Rebel TV studio, your logo, you up for day. Anywhere you see Rebel TV, when they see date and when they see time, it means we day live and at the date and at the time this for East Coast or for Midwest time as we broadcast for Ambazonia Rebel TV. Ambazonians, I want to start off by talking about a particular person where I want to put up a screen here. When I bear with me, I'll just go straight to the point as I don't program everything for the side of my screen. I want to talk about this particular guy they call Michel Biem. Michel Biem na someone where he be active in the revolution in the negative way. Now someone where he go bring down the revolution if everybody focus on the right path. For the last 2 years, I don't spend my time. They talk about this fellow, Michel Biem, and the things the way they write him, and I already talk how he be part of the cabal for Maryland, and the cabal, they pay you money as it they right now for Gabon. Say me they write nonsense. They talk how Sisi could be a president or the only credible person for the Ambazonia revolution. First, I talk about this particular person because a francophone person. I don't get anything about or against francophones. No, me I don't follow francophone, so I don't get anything against francophones. But I have an issue with francophones when it comes to the Ambazonia state of affairs. Listen, this particular person, Michel Biem, has been on the payroll of Sako Ikome, and when I know the person where they call and say Sako Ikome. Today, as I watch Eric Tataw live, Eric Tataw go on to expose Michel Biem, and Tataw talk openly, say he don't send money for Michel Biem. Even my trip to Boya money, he don't send them for Michel Biem. Listen, and listen to exactly the statements coming out from Eric Tataw's mouth. Tataw confess openly, talk him, you say for your own mob. Say you don't take money, they send them for this guy where they write all this nonsense. At the same time, we were spending our hours, wasting our hours and talking to the international media on this same Rebel TV that this guy is an internal enabler paid by the Sako regime to bring down the ADF. And read exactly some of his posts. If you go for your page, just Google or you go for Facebook, you type Michel Biem. Someone where he just brown, in fact, your whole face brown. I know go into personal attacks, but look at it. He writes, Dr. Sako Ikome is Ambazonia's people's choice. That means he's imposing Dr. Sako Ikome as Ambazonia's people. Now, if first of all, a francophone, typical francophone, you need to write for English. If you literally translate your words, and he write them, it is a fact and not a propaganda. Ambazonians, listen and listen for good. Everything we say, it is not in our own interest. It is for the interest of Ambazonians. Because we put Ambazonia first and not our own interest first. I'll be very happy with some of the revolutions, if not all of the revolutions by Eric Tataw against the pastor's interim government. I am 100% happy. Coming so late, better late than never. I am happy. All what has been said by Eric Tataw has been said by us. But if you want to open your eyes to the fact that it is being said by an insider of the pastor's interim government, then you don't know exactly whom to trust in this revolution. We've been consistent on our words from day one. We don't always talk the right thing from day one, but people, they don't always close their eyes to the facts, to the reality of what we've been talking about. This guy, Michel Biem, as I speak right now, he is being paid by Sako Ikome to keep writing things that are against the National Army of the Ambazonia Defense Forces. It's not me fabricating it. It is me talking the facts. The second thing about this particular guy we want to get to understand him. He not be a journalist. He's just a regular francophone with no record of ever writing any credible article for any credible newspaper or for any credible institution. All what he does are things that would bring the Ambazonia revolution into an internal conflict between IG and the pastor's interim government, ADF and the pastor's interim government, and the people. He's creating a war of all against all. Francophone man, no be person who will get to ever trust him in 1 second, 1 day, and 1 time. Never, ever trust a francophone. That is the same trust we've given to this lady called Carol, whatever Mala, she calls herself for Carol Mala. I hear she's now going after Eric Tataw. That is the business. I don't care about the personal life of people. But listen, we've given a lot of trust. We don't give a lot of trust for these particular francophones. They turn around, they stab you on the back, and they deliberately go to support the wrong groups. They deliberately go to support everything that is against the true revolutionary ideas of the revolution. And listen, not be by mere happenstance, say Michel Biem, Carol Mala, whatever she calls herself, Kadisi say, Carol Mala, Michel Biem, No be by any mere happenstance say that they fight on the same group called the Pastors Interim Government. They are, first of all, they have what they call LCM, lowest common multiple, or let's say highest common factor. They have one denominator, which is all Francophones. They come from Francophone origins. Number two, they don't speak in English. They either speak in Pidgin, and secondly, they speak primarily in French. Number three, they have no interest in Ambazonia revolution apart from the fact that they are being paid hugely by the Pastors Interim Government to bring down the estate of the Ambazonia revolution. I am the founder of the truth in this Ambazonia revolution. I will stand by the truth in this Ambazonia revolution, and I will die by the truth in this Ambazonia revolution. Everything I have said from day one till now, from the formation of governments that I criticize and I said it will never ever work, till now it has held its ground. Everything I have said have come to be the truth. No matter how much or how many people deny it, it has come, or they have all come to pass as the truth. Listen, Ambazonians, the second thing we're going to show you now, and I will talk particularly to Mark Bareta and Eric Tataw, and I want to address them as my comrades. We are not enemies, and I don't intend to hold enmity against them for any reason. But let's talk on revolutionary grounds. Let us talk as comrades. Let us talk as people who have tried unity before. Let us talk as people who want to succeed in this revolution. Let us talk as people who want to bring down the kakistocracy called La République du Cameroon. I will be stern with my words, and I will be very honest with what I'm saying, addressing this message to Eric and Mark Bareta. Ever since we rolled out this campaign called TTOF, of course, there's been a huge traction. It has been the most transparent of all our financial dealings in this revolution. All. The most transparent. But before I even go into the TTF, let me explain who Tapang is. I was the president of the Pastors Interim Government. I was the president of the Ambazonia people. I was the president of the IG. I was the president of SCACUF. I was the president of Consortium at the onset of this revolution when no group existed. I, Tapang Ivo Tanko, I stand here and I pledge that I was the president of the Ambazonia people through the Cameroon Anglophone Civil Society Consortium. And you all know that Tapang Ivo was the president. I did everything in my powers. Everything, literally everything. At that time, I was a poor student. Very poor, wretched. So people, they call me pizza boy, no problem. I was going to school, delivering my pizza, no problem. I never even get motor, so I need to drive. I go pick pizza, can't deliver them, just to make ends meet. But I was on a scholarship. But I was doing my own things. Ambazonians, listen. I did everything possible in this revolution to work with Mark Bareta to roll out the biggest form of unity the revolution never, ever, and has never, ever had. Void of politics. A youth-led revolution. I worked completely with every single leader. I have never, ever met Ayabacho Lucas before. I have never, ever met Bo Herbert before. I have never ever met any of these leaders. I was just a regular journalist who came from Cameroon on a scholarship to the United States, doing something else. And I was focused on my goal. At the same time, the revolution slapped me in the face. I had to welcome it. I take the consortium as the president. I sit down for inside the consortium. I do my own job. Before politicians, they can't push out government upon government. But at the time of that consortium, I stand as the testimony to say the first person and the only person who has ever gone down to ground zero. Permit me to take this off my screen. The only person who has ever gone down to ground zero to build a militia, to build an armed force, to gather soldiers, not sitting from abroad. The first person, even before Sisiku Ayok Tabe, I am speaking as the president, was during my era that I recorded all of these. It was Ayabacho Lucas, Dr. Ayabacho Lucas. We all watched the videos. I criticized that particular video because at that time, I did not think we were so quick to transition into an arms conflict with La République du Cameroon because we were ill prepared. But Ayaba already knows this idea, had the plan, and was not working alone. He was working with a team of people, including Sheikh Kavi Womilim, including Benedict Kwa, and a couple of people who are also advisors within and under the structure known as the Ambazonia Defense Forces, not even AGOFC. When Ayabacho went down to Dadi village, the village of Asu Lucas, he erected this huge force. General Ivo of blessed memory was the first general trained who had direct communications eyeball to eyeball with Dr. Ayabacho Lucas on ground zero, not in Nigeria, on ground zero. They made everything possible. At that time, some of us were still federalists. Listen, and listen keenly. I'm addressing this issue, tracing the roots of the defense forces and their fundraising back to 2016 or 2017, long before Eric Tataw started talking about maybe the revolution in the first place, long before Tapang and Mac started thinking about Vipers in the first place. These guys were already talking about guns. And guns is a project that never ends until it achieves its purpose. Listen, Ambazonians make una open an eye here. That was back in 2016. Back in 2017. The first death against La République du Cameroon ever recorded in this revolution happened in February 2017 when Dr. Ayabacho Lucas claimed credit for killing gendarmes, for killing people. I think somewhere in 2017, for killing gendarmes, those terrorists who came to kill Ambazonians. Dr. Ayabacho Lucas openly confessed that I did it. And it is on Reuters news agency. Go Google it. And what was the reaction? The first person who come back, Kantok said, no, not be with Duam, no, we need to kill La République. It was the person who is in jail right now, Sisiku Ayoktabi, who gave an open apology. That no, Ayabacho Lucas, we don't do this, we don't kill La République. Ayaba said, I killed them and I will kill them. That is the first person who opened the eyes of all Cameroonians and the eyes of all Ambazonians. People started thinking self-defense was a plausible and possible solution on the table of independence. But yet, people were resistant because it was a new revolution. And people were, okay, how do we get the guns? Like, we are still using Dane guns. How do we get the guns? But listen, Ambazonians, when Ayabacho Lucas pointed out this as the alternative solution to you forming a government, no one believed. Ivo had been crying and talking. Even Ayabacho said, we want to join government. And I've been always there against government. Always, from day one till today. I have always stood against it because we are still in a liberation phase. Everybody knows me as the founder against governments. And everyone can testify. Years later, I might just fast forward. We had Bareta, we had Tapang Ivo. I was dismissed as the consortium leader in some political charade. But what do I gain from that? I spend more money for the consortium past the way I even get money from as a student under Fulbright scholarship. I spend so much of my personal income on the consortium. Mark and I, we did not raise up to $15,000, but our strategies brought down La République du Cameroon. Hint, here is a hint. It is not the amount of money that you raise that can bring down La République. No, it is your strategy and strategic thinking that brings down La République du Cameroon. Second hint, it is not the total population that will come to you for you to bring down La République. No. You need just 2-3 people who think alike to bring down La République du Cameroon. Jesus Christ used 12 unknown citizens of the world to conquer the entire world. I don't need a crowd to bring down La République. I need just 2, 3, 4 strategic minds to bring down La République. And if you are still thinking in numbers, believe me, numbers is not power. China today has 1/4 of the world's population. But yet, It is not ranked anywhere closer to the world's strongest power, Russia and the United States. Not ranked anywhere, but they have the population. And China is one of the countries with the biggest form of unity because they have what they call the CPP, the Chinese Communist Party. And it's a centralized system of government where information cannot be leaked out and information is highly and heavily censored. Yet, they are still not the strongest power in the world. Unity in numbers does not matter. You don't need millions of people to make you strong. Just having 2 people who are dedicated to a cause can bring down an elephant. Having a flock of sheep does not mean that elephant will come down. Having just one hunter who knows where to shoot at the elephant can bring down that particular elephant. Ambazonians, listen. It came to the point when I was dismissed as the consortium leader. I am addressing this message to Eric and Mark. No insult included. We are talking, and I want them to retort. It came to the point when I, Tapang Ivo, resigned. I stayed solo, working as a one-man commando. But with that pay, no. Why will it not pay? Because working as a one-man commando, to defeat La République du Cameroon, you need guns. I could as well use, and I can still as well right now, use my popularity and influence to raise money to bring down La République du Cameroon with guns. But believe me, if I do that, I'm creating a perfect condition for chaos on ground zero. It's the perfect condition I'm creating. I humbled myself. Tapang Ivo waited to say, oh, you're not humble, you're not humble. The most humble activist in this revolution. I'm not bragging. It's me, Tapang Ivo. I came down from the high horse as the consortium president to work under Ayaba, who has been heavily criticized, vilified and demonized by people whom you now curse as the origin of division on ground zero called My Trip to Boya. All of you, My Trip to Boya surrogates, whether you are still with them or you are against like Eric Tataw and Mark Bareta, you guys all thought I did the wrong thing to join Ayabacho Lucas, and you guys all shunned me, insulted, all of this nonsense. I don't mind, that's fine. It's part of the revolutionary game. Now everyone's eyes have opened because the internal enablers of My Trip to Boya are now speaking against the My Trip to Boya. So their eyes have been opened. Millions of people have moved over to joining Tapang Ivo, the Egg of Sea and the rest. We have welcomed them. Here is the point. Mark has tried out certain groups or whatever, the Dark Project, the NAC Project, all NAC or whatever. I don't have a problem with that. It has never worked. Why does it not work? You don't wake up one morning, you've been calling yourself a journalist with National Telegraph, you've been calling yourself an activist, you call yourself a humanitarian donor with Aya Foundation, you call yourself a this one with this one, then suddenly you become a defense force strategist. I don't get it. I don't get it. I have never ever claimed to be a journalist in this revolution. Never. But I have a career as a journalist. I kept my career as a journalist before entering this revolution because what I do is propaganda. And I've always been consistent on that. You all put me on record. Trace all my videos. I have said this publicly that I do propaganda against my enemy. I have always said it. I've never said I'm doing journalism. Because what I do is heavily biased against my enemy. Is to bring down my enemy. And I have always been consistent on this. That I do propaganda against my enemy. Not against my people, against my enemy. And if the propaganda works, have we not succeeded? We have succeeded. The people who claim to do journalism, having journalism blogs like the Bareta News, which means it's a journalism blog, you're a journalist. Having journalism blogs like National Telegraph, which means you're a journalist. Literally you're a journalist. You have to respect balance, objectivity, accuracy. You have to respect all of those. Then suddenly, without shrugging off the cloak of journalism, you transition to become a defense expert. Still keeping the same cloak of journalism. How does it work? Present it to the people. Who are you in the first place? An activist? A journalist? a defense expert, humanitarian donor, social media blogger. Who are you in the first place? I mean, like, just give me your identity. If Ban Ki-moon or whoever, Guterres, comes up to say, hey, Mark, Tataw, we are holding this conference, we're inviting journalists. Will you show up? You show up as a journalist who kills people on ground zero? Or let's say you kill the enemy. So are you a journalist? Or a journalist who raises funds in the name of guns to kill people or to kill the enemy? When I say people, it's the La République du Cameroon. Are you a journalist? No, just give me something logical for me to use and describe you. We are discussing. I have not insulted anyone. This is an intellectual and honest discussion, an open discussion. That is why I'm standing up. Permit me to be loose. Ambazonians, listen. The people who are dragging you towards the ditch, the pitfall, are the people whom you look up to, not the people whom you're looking up against. And listen very keenly. You cannot be a journalist, a publisher of National Telegraph, a publisher of Bareta News, a Facebook blogger of National Telegraph, a Facebook blogger of Bareta News, and at the same time, you think you can sit above or sit on projects that are solely meant for guns and the distribution of guns. I have worked as a journalist, I would say, for the last 15 years. For the BBC, for CNN, for Deutsche Welle. I have worked and I have 4 awards, internationally recognized journalists in the world. But I have never, ever in my lifetime as a journalist promoted war by the use of guns against an enemy. I have seen journalists who have used their platforms to raise money for humanitarian purposes. Awesome. But you cannot do the opposite. It is either you stop being a journalist and focus on one strand, or don't be a hypocrite in the revolution. Eric Tataw has been doing a fantastic job when it comes to humanitarian affairs, raising money for refugees or raising money for the prisoners. That's awesome. That's wonderful. Stay on that lane. Stay on that lane. If you think you want to come under Sisiko Ayoktabe, just surrender yourself to the defense force that has been existing. Don't claim you're the founder of some defense thing or whatever. Before you came into the revolution, for heaven's sake, there were people who brought down the Mongo Bridge in 2002. Defense has been existing, and their projects have been consistent over time. Before I came to this revolution, before we started this revolution, Ayabacho has been existing. Akwanga has been existing. I don't know more than them. I don't even know the roads I don't know the inner roads between Ambazonia and Nigeria, or maybe some other existing roads. There are people who sacrifice their lives for this. Then suddenly I think I know more than them. How? If I know more than them, I'll be alone today. I'll be raising my own funds on a Tapang Aibo project or something, because I can raise my own personal money. But why do I surrender myself under a particular group to help and advance the Ambazonia revolution? It tells me there is humility in me. I don't need to say it, but you should see it. If truly you are humble yourself under your elders or people who've been existing or an existing structure. Eric on many occasions have said it clearly. I'm just talking. I wish I could put Eric's picture here. You have said it clearly on many occasions that the ADF is the strongest national defense force in Ambazonia. Yes, everyone can quote you on that. So if truly you left my trip to Boya, you're now speaking positive in favor of ADF being the strongest national defense force in Ambazonia, then why not align with the ADF? Because in political science, we talk about alignment. We talk about bandwagoning. The building of alliances, bandwagoning. Why don't you align with the ADF? Why do you think the ADF has to come to you? You, an individual. What is your group? You don't have a group. The ADF is a structure. And the ADF has millions of people. You expect those millions of people to come to you as the king supreme being of whatever supreme? Really? It doesn't work that way. Same thing applies to Mark Bareta. If you want to be a journalist, just be a journalist and stay off anything concerning guns. And stay off. I hear yesterday you guys were calling guns Janga. Are you afraid? Are you ashamed to call what is being used against our people? Are you ashamed to call it out? If truly you want to raise money for guns, say it. I'm raising money for guns. I have been consistent in saying that. That is the beginning of scam. That is the beginning of scam. It means you're not serious about what you're trying to do. It means you're just taking the revolution for the ride. They bombed into our villages, kill people in Pinyin, kill people in this. What they use? Don't they use guns? They use guns on our own people. So what are you using? What are you trying to raise? You're raising money for Njanga. You call gun Njanga. My trip to Boya, they were calling guns Dane tools and sophisticated machines. You are now calling. What are you afraid to say? If you are afraid, don't lead in this revolution. Stay back and report the news. Let us do the news. You report it and make money. What are you afraid of? Now let me ask an honest question. If truly you are raising money for the people to fight, to liberate homeland, you will call guns Njanga. Njanga. Gun Njanga. How? What are you afraid of? And you are in the United States. Me too, Tapang Iva, the United States. I recall and gun with the race to and for buy gun. Has someone ever put my hands in jail or in chain? What am I afraid of? If you know that people have died on ground zero, and Bazonians, if truly you know, say people they don't die for ground zero, I swear to God, by my two kidney, you go call gun. If you stand truly for the revolution, say you want to liberate homeland without fear no favor. Because for me, if tomorrow I go for jail or tomorrow they kill me, I know say I died in the revolution. This is my life. When I did for here, they talk Happy Easter. I start program, I don't even talk Happy Easter. Because my own Easter dinner for ground zero. Some of when I should on a family, when I chop on Easter eggs, I don't eat Easter eggs. And because we have sacrificed this for the revolution, I will not stay to do damage control when the damage comes hitting and knocking at the door. If you stand in this revolution, I beg, make any more they turn up for your lane. I have contacted Mark. Some people ask me, oh, Tapang Ivy, don't talk. Listen, let me be honest with you. I have spoken with Mark. I have spoken with Eric in particular, begging him, oh boy, more partner with this TTOF. Now, I want Mark come straight for once and for all. Maybe we partner with this TTOF. If I lie, Eric tell me. Eric tell me, say, no, he get your own dark project we were on. I say, bro, okay, if you get on that project, but not the same project or now different one, understand. I said, okay, let's just partner with this one because it's ADF. You have already clearly stated that ADF not the only group with enough for buy, enough for supply, and you don't talk and consistently. And you talk say the ADF not the strongest defense force of ground zero. You don't talk for your live show. You don't talk for everyone. Everyone knows it. So why don't we partner with this ADF that is doing a TTOF, which is a continuance of the same project they have been doing ever since the revolution even started? Because it's not today that ADF is raising money for guns. They started raising money for guns even when we were marching under 11 February and 20th May, when long before all of us could transition to being nationalists. They started raising their stuff. If you go for Sheikh Avi War Milimi page, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. They bought popcorn in 2002. Perhaps I was still from one. In 2002, they bought popcorn to bring down Mongo Bridge. They have been doing that. And they have been doing it consistently in cycles. The TTOF project may just be one of the 50th projects still continuing. It's not a new project. After the TTOF today or tomorrow, we will raise another project. Maybe we'll call TAF project or Saka project. Because we run in projects. The United Nations was created in 1945. And all of those UN organizations run as projects. If you have worked under some organization, let's choose any organization, place where they currently work. Whatever you are doing is a project. There is a broad program and there are projects. When that project finishes, they switch to the next project, but still under that particular framework. Does it mean that the project or whatever you are doing is new? No. Why don't we continue with people who already have the experience? Why do I need to be at conflict, at variance, at a point when we have to be united? Why do I need to? What is my raison d'etre? What is my incentive in doing that? And then some people say, oh, if I vote for a spokesman for ADF, I'm not going to join ADF. Are you supporting the ADF or the Ambazonian Revolution because Ivo is part of the Ambazonian Revolution? If not, I'll not support the revolution because Sako is part of the revolution. If not, I'll not support the revolution because Irene Gua is part of the revolution. If not, I'll not support the revolution because this is part of this. Ivo, the position, let me just announce, the position now of spokesperson for the ADF is still vacant. Please, if you think you can do the job better than me, fill in my shoes. Fill in my shoes. There are people who think they can do the job. Jump in. We are looking for people, patriotic volunteers to do this. If you think this is easy, try and for one day you will white all. Namak Bareta, I don't grow gray hair. Not because he won't grow, not because of the stress. Just try it. Because my friend said that just to come, we can't talk. Oh, we are coming to talk. No, we're not coming to talk. It is stress. If you think this is easy, please, the position is still vacant. The ADF define people they say of free position in this year. Now, whether the Capo Daniel Komogo be DCC, Capo Daniel has never held any position. Tapang never held any position. You too can become the boss of the ADF. It's not a dictatorship. It is open for everybody to participate. Then why would you say, oh, because they don't give me lame excuses? Because you guys want Tapang out so that you destroy the ADF. Because before Tapang came in, you guys already destroyed the ADF. Then I can't fix that. The ADF, not be my papa property. Even if I leave, I still support the same struggle. And I stand for guns and guns only. If truly you stand for guns, go join the ADF. If truly you want to raise money on behalf of the ADF, you go raise that money under the ADF. The ADF is already a mother structure. Don't expect the ADF to come to you. You go to the ADF. The door is widely open. Catholic Church no will come for you. You go for the Catholic Church. Why I don't understand exactly the mentality of people changing over time in this revolution. What is the problem? Truly, tell me, what is the problem? What is the problem? Is it your ego or what? What is the problem? Let me just ask this question. What is truly your problem? What can we do to help you? What is your problem? First, they accuse me, say, oh, Ivo controls TTOF. Let me tell you the truth. TTOF is not owned by Tapang Ivo. It is not anywhere related to the finances of Tapang Ivo or his bank accounts. I don't even know the strand that leads to the TTOF account. And it's the most transparent. Do you know why? Because every person when you subscribe to the TTOF website, they get an open view of every transaction happening. But we will not come here to come and give you accountability to say, hey, this is where we buy the guns. This is where we ship. This is where it goes to. This one come off for here. It go for that place. This place, so it come out, it enter for this one. And we can't do one. Do you know why? It is a national security project. I will be taking a gun and shooting my own head. La République du Cameroun, they find, they beg we opportunities make we release this information to them. May they block the roads. May they block the channels. And internal enablers. They also pressure we make we release this information. So that may they go create projects that will cause more havoc on ground zero by blocking those channels for them. It will not happen. It has never happened. And it will never happen. And I want to advise, and I want to tell Eric this thing. Look, Eric, we have a common enemy. La République du Cameroun, Sako Ikome, who is now defunct. And I want to thank you for the wonderful job you have done in destroying that devil you created. Sako Ikome, the devil. You have done an excellent job, Tataw Eric, in destroying the devil that we all wanted it to be destroyed. Everybody wanted that that devil called Sako and the gangs be destroyed. You have done a fantastic job. I don't know how to thank you for that. Because you came in as an insider to open up to the public and started releasing facts about that particular organization. And you've been consistent with that. I thank you for your consistency. Those who supported Sisiku Ayoktabe love the job you've done against Sako Ikome. We give you 100% credit on those. Mark Bareta or those slicky, we still thank you for what you've been doing against the pastor's interim government. Wonderful. But don't think for a second that the people who look up to you, who watch you, who follow you, who badly really want that this thing be destroyed, are people who just support anything that you pull out. Don't make that mistake. Don't do it. Because most of the people who are looking up to you to keep destroying that nonsense are people either from the AGOFC, the ADF, or Sisiku Kam. And they are still loyal to the AGOFC and the Sisiku Kam. So don't make that mistake of thinking that you have become so, or you have erected to a position where you can be visible, to think that you can roll out a project and people will embrace. It doesn't work that way. There are constraints. It doesn't work that way. It has never worked. And you are seeing it now. You've tested the virility of the people. The people are still very much viral. You've tested it. It doesn't work that way. There is a structure. People are tired of the killings on ground zero. People are tired of the deaths caused by our zeal for power, ego, lack of humility. People are tired of those. Majority of those who have died on ground zero is because of our lack of humility to unite under a common umbrella. Everyone before now wanted, okay, Asako and Sisiku and Ayaba want to unite. Now we have united. We're enjoying the unity. We want that unity. Tapang Ayo of all person can walk under Ayaba. And I am not complaining in any way, shape or form. I have not complained. And I'm enjoying the work I do for the people of Ambazonia through the ADF. I'm also enjoying the work the Sisiku Kam are doing through their Sisiku Kam. So if you come join me, don't you think it is right, it is rational that you join the frame and let us continue moving? Why do you think you have to stand on your own when we want everyone to join that particular trade? Why do you think that you can achieve? Why? Give me a strategy. Who are your team members? Your team members, Silas or whoever who was part of my trip to Boya scheme, the same gangsters of the my trip to Boya. How are you sure they are well vetted? You are coming now to join us because we have proven to you accountability by the deliverance of our guns and the explosives on ground zero. We've proven to you beyond reasonable doubt. So why don't you come and let us continue to work as a team, for heaven's sake, Papa, Eric, and Mark? Why not come no work? I don't call when I plenty time for background. I beg when I say where. Even Yannick Sikor, when Yannick Sikor wrote that this first post that he stood against the IG of the pastor's interim government, I called Yannick Sikor. I said, Yannick Sikor, now we don't leave these guys then. Why you not come? We'll get activist forum. Why you not can join? We more just fight these things for once. I called him. Now because I need to talk on certain things then. Ask Eric how many times I've called him. Mark and I will speak. But suddenly you just make things, you flash things in the public and you think we're not going to react. I will react. I will react because I pity the people on ground zero who will die. I know exactly what will happen. I know exactly where money is going to go to in fighting on ground zero. If you take $1 trillion and you throw it in the air, it's going to be a cacophony. People will die because of the commotion. People are fighting to grab their own. Then the babies will be the ones suffering. When 2 elephants are fighting, only the grass suffers. How can you say you want to raise money and just distribute to people? Is that not another form of chaos? It's not done in a revolution. It's only done in governments, where they can raise the money from the IMF and the World Bank and all of those conditional and tied aid, and they can give now to the people through a process. Even the United States took $3 trillion. They could not just throw it on the streets of the people that, hey, when I suffer corona, I give you the money. No. They gave it through a streamlined process and knowing exactly who receives, how they receive, exactly how they're going to spend it. They know the bank accounts of people, how they use the money. Then you want to just raise money from nowhere? Who are you giving to? We don't have a government. We don't have citizens that are accountable to. How do you do this? Is this not a perfect condition for cacophony, for chaos? Because we don't say these things. Okay, let's say you raise money now, $50,000. Like you go to ground zero, oh, animal way, I make this friend gonna come. Give you money. Really? There are structures in place and structures that have been put over time and structures that may not be perfect but have been existing, but we have to build on this structure. We don't say we are perfect, but neither will we say we have not been building. We started with the foundation, and you cannot come from somewhere to think you want to build a house by starting from the roof. Go back to the foundation. If truly you want to build the house, start from the foundation. And how do you start from the foundation? Go to ground zero. You claim you are the richest man in America, Eric. Wonderful. Ale, go to ground zero and build your own defense force just like Ayaba did. Know exactly whom you are liaising with and whom you will be communicating with. The chain of command. Have that interpersonal communications with them. Have that direct communications with them. Once you establish an eyeball to eyeball interpersonal communications with them, then you can fly back to the United States and say, okay, I don't get my trusted people there for here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I feel raise money, give them. But you don't know them. You see from the diaspora, even myself, I never see this general there. So my video, she don't for the yawn, they just say, oh, I want to meet this, even show if bush, now my face this. You give money for person we don't know. Is that not a perfect condition for chaos? People have been looking for this money to kill their fellow brothers whom they consider as enemies. Go give them no money, kill them. They will come back for square one side, they cry. Oh, it is so the revolutionary worker. We have succeeded to bring this revolution back to Israel. Please don't take us back there. At the back, una papa. Make una just come together. I don't get hatred against una. I don't get hatred against somebody. Why should I hate you? You live in a different house, I live in a different house. You marry a different woman, I get different woman. You get different Pekin, I get different Pekin. So why should I hate you? Why can we not just come together for once, for heaven's sake? Why can we not just destroy the republic? Why do I even need to come and spend 1 hour talking on this nonsense topic? Why do I need to come and spending 1 hour talking about this? I don't know whether the curse with mommy's side, papa's side, on a neighbor's side, on a neighbor born way. And Basuyans make we shine our eye for heaven's sake. Understand exactly what is happening. Understand exactly the moving part of this revolution, the changing dynamics. As I still stand here as the deputy, make a talk here, maybe as the deputy defense, in charge of defense for the Atlantic, Ambazonians, I make an open call to Mark, Bareta, and Eric. Papa, I the back una. Even if I don't do it for una, I don't even know to I don't do it for una, but even if I don't do it, una forgive me. Mo una come make we work together. Mo una forgive me, even I don't do it. But you say, even as I don't kill una, I come back to life. Papa, I the back una. If now, okay, when I want to resign like DDC because there's nothing I gain from these positions. Make una come, make we work together under Sisiku and Ayaba. I the back una papa, I did now on my knee. I feel go down on my knee for back una say make una come, make we work together. All this little division, hatred, this one, where does it take us to? Where does it? I want to be boss. I want to manage finance. I want to do this. Okay, you come now under ADF. We'll put you for finance. Make you see exactly where the money goes to. So that you see and say that money not true. They go now for ground zero. Me, I for the face front of the computer every day. If I show a message where ADF finance FinDep, write me, Mr. Moses. When I go shock, say I write requisition for back only say me they buy me laptop. They deny say they don't buy me laptop. Me, I write requisition, so pap, send her for Findep. Say, please buy me just a laptop. Let me continue live broadcast because this thing that the jam. You see how my thing is slow. They deny, say, no, we're not buying any laptop. Say the money now for ground zero. Just for tell una. Say, if me, when I through this platform, I don't raise more than $200,000 in less than 1 week, in less than 1 month. They are denying that we cannot, and they cannot buy me a laptop to continue this particular thing. And I'm still struggling with blurry images. It tells you at the back, if Mark, let me throw this challenge to you. Come, let's work together. Maybe even put inside finance. You will see exactly where this money goes to. You'll be shocked. I want them to use my platform for confess in our mouth, for openly confess. We are not like the IGs that select people to be part of. No, anybody want to join, join. But when you see place where the money to go, you go shock. I am saying this on video with my name and face on this particular day as soon as they see them for the screen. It's a challenge. It's an open challenge. If you think I'm lying, come. I met Eric. I said, okay, let's discuss about how you can be part of the TTOF. And he said, no, I don't give my DAC. And that DAC, this already make a website. Oh, that was DAC, this, so this is our DAC. I said, Eric, hold on. I mean, you know the ADF is a structure. You're just an individual. You may have, he said, no, I gave 4 people, they already want to work together. I say 4 people as compared to the millions who are under the ADF, or 4 as compared to us. You just come, okay, we'll just merge our structures, that whatever that, bring it under the ADF, let us work together, you are part of it. Oh no, it did so this. I say, okay. I told him I cannot be part of your DAC because I am part of the ADF. I will not betray ADF to go and do things that I know may not work for the people of Ambazonia. And even if I want to do anything, I must put my integrity on a lifeline. Ambazonians, things don't just work because you already started something. I read a statement yesterday, Eric saying, oh, I'm the first person to create radio. Who are you the first person? I was the one who created the radio in this revolution. The first radio station is Tapang Ivo. Through my own initiative, and the Facebook page is still there, Ambazonia National Radio. And if you tune to it right now, download this app called Simple Radio. Just go to your iPhone or your mobile phone. Download this app called Simple Radio. Type Ambazonia Radio. You will hear my radio station still broadcasting 24/7. And that was created since July. Was it April last year? Then somebody comes up to say, oh, you want from radio because now you be the first person. No, there are structures. There are structures, bro. You don't just want to be everywhere. Don't do it. It damages you, your integrity, your reputation. It damages you. I have surrendered a lot of things in this revolution to be part of the ADF. I have sacrificed a lot to be part of the ADF. I even sacrificed my integrity to be part of the ADF. This revolution is not a one-man show. This revolution is a team effort. It's a collaborative effort. How we complement our weaknesses. How do I pull this strength from here, merge it with the strength from here, bring this strength from here, bring this other one from here, merge them together and say, okay, now we have a sane revolution. How do I do that? Eric, Mark, I beg una for heaven's sake, Papa. Even if I don't do it, make una just forgive me. Natapang Ivo the talk. Make una just forgive me. Cover your eyes, so forgive me. Say, okay, Ivo, this Easter Sunday, I don't forgive you because me too, I don't forgive una for anything I don't talk on. The bad one I don't talk on, I beg for una forgiveness. The good one I don't talk on, okay, I will continue to talk the good one. I beg, make una forgive me. Make una come together under Sisiku, Ayoktabe, Ayabacho Lucas. Make we just work together as a team. We'll try out something we will never ever try them before. Then we'll win La Republic to Cameroon. And they beg una for heaven's sake. For the picking the way they don't die for ground zero. The one the way they go die because of our mistakes, the one we make and now we know the siam. And they beg una say no. Make una just come together. Make we just do this thing one and for all. Even if you want call gun, ADF. Make na me the column but you dey under we. Make na ADF the column there you dey under we. Or mean that somebody they call them, then you they under we or we they under them, so that we just participate for the thing we want to do and then we just win La Republic. We don't need distraction at this stage. Because you never fight everybody. You don't fight Sakoi people. Sakoi people they fight you. You want to make ADF people they start fight you. You want to make AGOV start fight you. You want to make Sisiku start fight you. Because you never fight everybody at the same time. You cannot do it. You cannot. You cannot do it. I feel bet you Sisiku people they need to fight me. AGOV they need to fight me. Even IG whatever they need to fight me because me I need to fight them. I don't want to increase my enemies. Me, I want to reduce my enemies to the lowest possible level. So no increase your enemies, Eric. Don't increase your enemies, Mark. Because strategically, you are increasing your number of enemies. From the ADF, AGOV, Sisiku, and the rest who don't want to see all this mess. And even the permanent enemy you now have called in my trip to Boya enemies, the pastor's interim government. Don't increase your enemies. Try to reduce them, keep them as minimal as possible. While collaborating with us, let us strengthen ourselves. We don't need you, Eric, to be going every day to be fighting some other extended person apart from the pastor's interim government. Neither do you need me to be coming every day to be fighting some other person apart from the pastor's interim government. Neither do you need Mark to come on air to be fighting some other person apart from the pastor's interim government. We should just have one common enemy we are fighting without diverging our interests or our eyes towards particular locations that are unnecessary. Ambazonians, permit me for switch to my next topic. I want to talk about these people the way I see them for the side of my screen. Bo Herbert and Innocent Chia. I go play this particular video. When I go hear how Bo Herbert they try as much as possible with this brother where they call and say Innocent Chia for bring down the Ambazonia revolution with their so-called Ambazonia calling. Ambazonians, I just want to just take about 3 minutes of your time. When I hear the lies with these people that they put on, say the ADF, that they engineer the people on ground zero, say may they kill anybody with the worker for motorcycle. Say anybody, just listen to what these people who claim to be Papa, Bo Herbert, Innocent Chia, writes about people on ground zero, that they should start killing anyone who is riding on a motorcycle. Make a play on a year.
Focuses on that story exclusively. Ambazonia Calling can now. This is Lambert Mbom, and you are listening to Ambazonia Calling. Ambazonia Calling has learned from intelligence sources that La Republique Cameroon has launched what it calls a find and delete operation. This military operation is aimed at obliterating the Ambazonian Restoration Forces, our sub-defense forces. In the one segment of our news summary today, Bobena Sincha focuses on that story exclusively. Ambazonia Calling can now authoritatively confirm that the colonialists in Yaoundé have launched a new military offensive codenamed Operation Find and Delete. The goal is to comb through every nook and cranny of southern Cameroons to track, find, smoke out, and kill every member of Ambazonia Restoration Forces. A key component of the first stage of the operation is to move occupation forces into vantage position ahead of what Yaoundé anticipates will be a serious shutdown of roadways, dirt roads, back streets, and highways all across Ambazonia. This first phase also consists of terrorizing the civilian population by indiscriminately targeting and executing innocent people. No fewer than 9 massacres have been perpetrated across Ambazonia. There is one more revelation all Ambazonians need to know about Operation Find and Delete. Yaoundé has deployed 6 units of elite B officers into Ambazonia. Each unit is made up of between 24 to 30 elite B officers. 3. Each of such teams have been deployed to the 2 zones of Ambazonia to implement Operation Find and Delete. The 6 units of the colonial forces present themselves to Ambazonians and to Ambazonian restoration forces as ADF fighters in transit. They offer war gear, such as some guns or granates, in order to win safe passage through counties and states. These units are on bike back, fitted with the latest GPS devices both on the bikes and on their war gear. A part of their work right now is to penetrate as deeply into Ambazonian and get as close to camps for restoration forces as possible. Once they have accurately located the location of camps, the rest of their job is to lie low. In the coming days, the colonial army expects them to serve.
Ambazonians, play that particular audio, that particular message from Bo Herbert. Make everybody understand the games where they happen for this revolution, as Bo Herbert and Innocent Chia the day on a scheme for deceive the people of Ambazonia on the state of the revolution. These people, where they call themselves Papa, journalists in quotes, unverifiable journalists, fake news, fake media, fake reporting, fake write-ups, fake lies. These people, they on a very, very hot rampage after my trip to Boya, after the Swiss-led initiative for distract the people of the revolution, for focus on something where it not be needed. We're not going to cause any chaos or ground zero by attacking the National Army of the Ambazonia Defense Forces. Bo Herbert, someone who claims he's for diplomacy, has no diplomatic victory to show to the people that he has ever won, he has ever succeeded. Same thing for Innocent Chia, who claims to be the boy of Bo Herbert. They have nothing to show for any diplomatic victory they've ever won. Great writers, excellent people who are very eloquent in the way they write, articulate, but yet using and harnessing that negative energy for negative purposes. Ambazonians, I guess until they will share off my screen here. When I bear with me, make I put up on my screen. I want to just show some facts the way they just enter on my screen here. I hope they show here. Hold on 1 second. All right. I want to just talk about this particular, when I watch my screen, I want to just talk about Michel Biem. Michel Biem, when I see him for my screen here, I go try to read them because I would read them from my phone. Michel Biem, when I don't see him, he don't always write for ADF for back money. And I want to show evidence, say Michel Biem, that particular journalist who I want to start this show today, and they talk about the way he be paid by La République du Cameroon. Now a hungry gumbo journalist, and he writes, when I see the date where he writes, on the 10th, on the Siam of April 2019, Michel Biem, the hungry gumbo journalist in Gabon, who is now under the payroll of the pastor's interim government as exposed by my good comrade Eric Tataw, he writes, "Hi, great news. We've sent Michel Biem an SMS to let him know that the money you've sent them is already ready for collection. Here is the report. Here is the this. When I see for myself, where can Michel Biem collect the cash? When I see him, and I want to write and say, yes, breaking news. And I want to make a maybe clear. Michel Biem came begging ADF for help, with some money saying he's a French blogger who is afraid of his life in La République du Cameroon, and we help him. Here, Michel Biem came to help, came to beg ADF for help with some money, saying that he's a French blogger who is afraid of his life in La République du Cameroon. ADF made a humanitarian gesture. ADF made a humanitarian gesture. When I see him, ADF made a humanitarian gesture to help him, sent him some money, and after the first help, the French blogger began asking even more money. ADF saw his constant request to be frequent and unnecessary. Michel Biem exposed. When I hear, when AGOVC humanitarian department refused any further help, Michel Biem got angry, and he even tried reporting a few positive ADF reports, thinking It was to lure the ADF leadership, but no one was paying him any attention. When I read them for here, as I put them for here, I want to thank our admin for sending me these details. The second thing I want to show for here, now proof of sabotage. Sabotage against the ADF. Yesterday, just after my outing, as some people that we go launch dark project, somebody go right under our AGovC post, say good. He named her Sophia. When I see him for here, I don't put all the details. Sophia, classical, you're right, good. But because of what Tapang did yesterday by criticizing our funding initiative like the dark, which is also geared towards the revolution, I decided to withdraw my subscription from the TTOF. That means the person does say he withdraw his subscription from TTOF and then go join DAC. We read this message in our forum and we told our admins to go into TTOF and investigate if any person has cancelled a subscription. And we realized that instead, within the hour that this guy wrote and the time that we checked, 21 people had added subscription without anybody cancelling, and no one has cancelled. Instead, the only person we ever cancel where we start raise funds, he cancel increase his donation from $200 to $1,000 per month. And I will show on our screen here. When I watch on the screen, I'm showing evidence. I'm a person of accountability. I want to see him. From the time where that person write down, we'll go investigate when I don't see him for myself. No person has cancelled. Now look on the screen. No person don't cancel. Instead, we'll get new donors. See, on the 4th, when I see him April 12th, when I look at the date for today, now the 12th, right? April 12th, 2020, when I see the donations where they don't enter. New donations. Just to tell when I say La Republique du Cameroon, they do everything for sabotage the TTOF. As Tapang, they can't talk, they say, oh no, donations will be cancelled. Now lie. Now fake profiles. Because they know say we are the most credible people raising money for guns. And then they talk and say, the bullets will buy granite. No, not in Janga, will buy them. We're buying a gun and bullets and explosives. We'll be the most credible. And people that they donate and would keep their identity very, very classified and secret. No one will ever, for once, know their identity. And they will never, ever know exactly how we buy, where we buy, and how to ship. We'll only show them how our donation, our receipt, our accountability, and the guns they will show them for social media. We'll show them. IG just come up for help with the pastors, interim government just come up for help with a show. We exhibit, say ADF, they buy for boy. By those guns, the way they can't tiffer for we when I don't see them. And they continue for show now all these things that make una see them for the screen. Make una know say the ADF need the job. When I see them, the time where this person write that in nonsense, say he don't cancel, till today and this very hour, we check them, admin check them when I see them. No cancellation. Instead, the TTOF website, they work 100% active and successful when I see them. Not be me a write them. Now the website, they give the accountability that there has been no cancellation, but yet that the website is running at a 100% active performance rate. It is not me. Data speaks better than Tapang can speak it. When I see the payment status and everything. Ambazonians, I want to show you this one, make you look for on the screen very carefully. When I see and say, Dono, be right to you. I want to show this screenshot. This screen, when I read the screenshots, they want to show them for the screen. No be sex tape. This one, na amber tape. When I see them. Dono right way. When I see you don't blare them. I want to thank you, Robert. And me name na Robert. And me we don't blare all these things. And so that make it ease my work for TV here. And me write them. And when I see I'm done, to say he want change his account, his donation, his monthly subscription. He say, once I get the UK whatever, I will wire $1,000 to the person. And me write and thank you very much. Perfect. Make I go for the next screenshot conversation when I see him for here. Next screenshot when I see him. If it be formally, then how much? If they donate formally, 100, it increase now for 250, and it don't donate again $1,000. One person will keep upgrade. That means say the upgrade is the upgrade. When I see them, the facts, evidence don't lie. And as I speak right now, when I see them, I show that the screenshots make when I read them because this one accountability purpose. The TTOF has so far raised more than $200,000 in less than 1 month. more than $200,000 in less than 1 month. And consistently every month, there is a huge sum of money that automatically is being received by the ADF for the defense of our women and children back home. Because people, they do the monthly subscription, monthly upgrade, monthly subscription. And I want to take time for thank them and say, Mommy, Papa, brother, sister, the money where you do give way, we're not going to use them for fight ourselves. No. We're going to use that money. Now, Tapang Ivory talk. Now, me, I put my name for line. We're going to use that money for fight and defeat La Republic. And we're going to use that money for give our independence. That money no go ever be used by any ADF or any fighting force for fight the brothers. Now lie, it no go ever work. I will not talk. Say if anybody ever take gun turn them against a brother, we go make sure say we sanction that person by dismissing him and sending the person back to La Republic, because we don't want that tendency inside Ambazonia revolution. And anybody we don't hurt the ADF, we don't forgive them. We need to fight our brothers. We will not fall into the trap of fighting our brothers, and we will not fall into the trap of turning guns against our brothers. No. The fight is against La Republic. It remains against La Republic, and it shall be against La Republic till the day we get to Boya. Ambazonians make a show on this, as I don't show on for screen here. I'll continue to expose all these facts, and a bit time for me for open lines for people to call, because people don't tell me, say, oh, Ivo, I want call, I want make my donations they heard, I want make this one heard. Make our open lines, make my brothers and sisters they call, make everybody call, make everybody hear himself, and make people they be happy with the fact that they talk for general. That's what I say me, I've been a general. So, Ale, lines they be open for everybody for call, and a number that for screen. If you want call now only for WhatsApp. I will give you a rules of engagement. When you want call me, make sure say your phone line be. When you want call me, make I increase this thing. When I see the donation link for your TTOF website and the rest, you want call me, make sure say your phone line. You need to listen me through any other device, so that I pick up callers then with the different line. Hello, now the call. Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, I will. Good evening, bro. I beg, you not ever give me 2 seconds. I beg, give me 1 minute to address a couple of issues. I swear you not regret. You not gonna regret them.
Okay, go on.
I block my number.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, one, make I go for Eric and Mark. I don't get particular problem. Mark Bareta been my mentor. Ivo.
Yes.
No vex. I know be ever like me you in person. Don't say me and you come one place, but I know be ever like me you in person. But the strategy they win, not be mob, not be personal likeness. But
correct.
Best man ever been a Mark. But I don't come to realize say the reason why Mark and Eric they no go ever, they no want join ADF. They no go ever join and because of I think it is self-centered to tribalism. Trust me.
Okay.
You will tell me later. I know they probably criticize any man. I don't send messages for my big brother even for school. Point number 2. If Mark Bareta and Eric Tataw then decide say in the day under a structure, that one will be a problem. Like if they like me, they go join
structures,
interim government.
Right.
So that one will be a problem.
Right.
Trust me, that money, they want reason for bring a second wave of chaos on ground zero. They go still do the same for fight. I don't know why they dislike Joe Ayaba for that kind of way. Then one raise money for start buy fighter again. The same thing we might people are doing. They want to do it again. So ADF therefore be very careful and any other platform. It's a reason no make them like the sponsor RK, Ayenke or other structure, no problem. But we get for ban creation of new groups. I swear to God, I know one lost my family member again for ground zero for either they don't chop in hand or they don't do other things or chaos. I know one time if innocent person die for down, we know who could be responsible. A structure where they feel wholly responsible. That bullshit make the family stop and or they raise the money now. May they use it for humanitarian at the end for day. May they not buy no one fighter again. May they not buy this one a warning. May they not buy no one fighter again. Point number 1. Point number 2, bro. I know particularly like you, but you see that which we don't talk about. They don't request for a laptop for ADF for agency. the financial department, they deny so. I beg, the coronavirus don't make activity don't start. I beg, I go on behalf of ATF, leave the matter laptop. I will donate a laptop for you.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Just take a number,
give
brother.
me till the open down or lockdown open.
Okay.
Me and you to communicate personally on WhatsApp.
Where? Thank you very much, Papa.
Like you're not like me, you. I not like me, you. I know the buy post. I know the buy likeness. My own reason why. See, I tell you, even my family, my calling the whole day for this Europe, they know me fine. Most of them don't come for ADC now because of me, because they may know me fine say from day one. I will follow Dr. Ayabana because if it tells say if everybody surrender, he could occupy that Ambazonia alone. And I don't tell you, I call you personally, they say me and ye, we too, even you, Eric, will not surrender. We too will occupy that. That will not be for we too. We will take Southwest or Northwest, will take Southwest. We too will occupy that land.
Well,
you know.
Thank you very much, brother. Thank you.
There's just few things that
thank you.
You notice some you say ADC now the least funded organization, but they don't do the most of the job for this entire revolution. I know the president organization.
Thank you.
If anybody wants to challenge me, me come for background. I know the common for faith for this. I know the blogger. I know be proud. I know one post and the fear now. Wait, all man the fear for ADC. Then the fear now say common man he will get voice for Ambazonia. Then the fear I say common man will get voice and Ambazonia. Wait it happened for interim government. Before if then the talk say because I also work in Galajera today where they talk with sick, it talk say why people then the ADC people, ADF people and ADC people then they feel like a god. All will not be physical like a god before they go automatic for Nigeria.
Exactly.
Internal enable that they automatic for Nigeria and auction for the Republic.
Exactly.
All man they don't see physical like a god.
Exactly.
Me no talk say they see Ayaba like a god. I want to see me even Jera I just follow 10-1 conversation every day. I want to see me even here. Then they see the strategy like a god. San Francisco be pop up, we will not say he will do something good until he be smart before he on people they automatically auction for Pobia.
Correct.
So maybe not the talk say then they see somebody like a god. That's point number 3. And then the last one, because I know say you get plenty to call at them. I beg, I always call on and say me they support. Not right. Say no. Or I don't give me time for auditing them.
Right.
I don't see that this thing we talk say they don't raise 200,000. 200,000 small brother.
It be very small. It be very small.
No war is cheap, man.
Yes.
One gun because small time and even the prescribed AK-12. I don't go search. I see some new kind AK where Russia don't manufacture them. You will figure that one where they find an AK-12. You know the piece. AK-47 again. AK-12. Check them after this. Life where you go says AK-12 it's a new Russia don't secure the license. That's the AK-12. We need for prescribing that gun for that boy them. No be I don't put that down when they come and say if I say more you these 6 months
right.
we're getting what 2 million each month for these 6 months. We could do something reasonable, not 200,000 man. That's just because as we they rally talk, the strategy rally talk. One man not fund this revolution. I don't cry. Why God not make it possible for one man to fund the revolution? Me already not shift. If I get the money, I just give me 80 just deliver. If I get 200 million today, I will just hand them like a dash. I know if you chop that money finish now.
Yes.
Just deliver Amazon for them now. If they like me, they cook and chop them. No problem.
Perfect.
If they like me, they cook and chop them. No problem. I'm not there for rubbish, man. These two people, them, Eric, not be acting at the talk about them. Not just because they not just lie. Saying that Ayabadi win. They don't just lie, can. So
no, because me had asked the question, say sometimes they feel and say, I want to just ask you, since you didn't.
When I get together, when they make Christ, when I get together, when I can't get together, I make friend them. What's happening?
Ma just ask the question, since you've been a neutral person, right? Ma ask you this question because I don't hear some people that make 1 or 2 comments say because I would therefore inside ADF now why that way they don't ever like Ayaba. Like tell me what is the problem?
I like you. Ask any other person, or even if you like ask Ashu Lucas or any other person. I don't like you, but now the vision go take we go boy. I know you for be my personal friend before you go boy.
Right.
You know.
Yes.
Perfect. That way, Dr. Cho, they can't talk say they took Sissiko. Anytime they come the next day, they can't talk say you see they took Sissiko. I see you ever like Sissiko. He come on again can tell you say you don't need for like Sissiko before.
Right. Right.
So no, you want to be Sissiko want to be your girlfriend. I know if you like more like you because of Maginga. You know Maginga friend.
Right.
You know, brother. But no, do what you know say. Do these things are self-centered with jealousy and tribalism. These two things they really guide them. They no one walk under a structure. They want to claim that those are the two dictators I see for the revolution. Maybe we're not mistake. When I go tell you one day, those are the two power mongers, two dictators, because they no one humble.
Right.
Maybe we don't need them for agency. We don't need them for there, but maybe they go for somewhere. If they commit their crime, we can't find them for there.
Right.
Maybe they're not free for air. Maybe they go somewhere like Sisiko. Since they overlap Sisiko, they not like. Maybe they go there, but maybe they own that structure. All the money where they raise them, blah 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 blah. So they cause chaos. So the highest show this you don't ever talk about, and my longest time that I don't ever talk for. I don't even want to use my voice for outside, but this chaos get for stop. If the chaos not stop, we will stop the people the way they create the chaos. May they stop them. This bullshit. Or may they take that money, may they go for human, may they go Nigeria and get local refugee for them. No chaos, no man again, no buy no one fighter again because they don't buy number, they buy all fighters.
Exactly.
Go shut down for that.
Exactly.
May they stop. It will stop by force, man. It will stop by force. I don't tell you now. Even the last strategy for deal with this internal enabler, they will not contact me.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Take like a contract, like deal with them. Not forget about that matter. They're not the fear no man.
Thank you.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you so much.
Bro will communicate concerning that your laptop on behalf of ADM, not on your personal behalf, on behalf of ADC.
Okay.
I will give them to you.
Thank you very much.
We will communicate. I will tell you when I will be able to give them. I not just talk. I don't know because I will be moved where you don't talk about that. Say you don't request laptop. I be moved. Honestly, you want to be for your personality, bro. That for on behalf of ADC.
Right.
Take them again.
All right.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Make a pick other callers. Thank you. Yeah, caller there for line. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, go on, please. Go straight to the point.
Yeah. Rebel.
Welcome. Now, rebel or no be rebel?
Rebel.
Okay, go on. I hear you. I'm put my phone charge.
Okay. From the number, I know say you can surely answer the call from ground.
Yes, I see +237. I know one talk. Yeah.
So I would like to specify just on three simple things. My first time this will ever call because I always like to stay behind all sorts of things. But I would like to specify three things. I would like everybody understand say although they expose Sakode now, but the exposure not come now because Kapo don't expose these things they think.
Kapo don't talk them. Tapang don't talk them. All we don't talk them.
Most of people look at people look at now like say now they get exposed.
Right.
Now they don't expose our things, but people don't want to accept. Now they accept because person will partake for the thing they expose. You understand the difference?
Correct.
Yes, if they expose another person will partake in short. Now if the highest person will create them because the chaos where we put them out about Ayaba, if we string so many people from Ayaba will join the
my trip to Boya.
Now end up with you end up. And secondly, when they become from my to go for national AK, will it be like some sort of sabotage container force? And the thing say, they now confess some people that we chop some money for national AK like Joshua Khan and Christiansia.
Correct.
I don't know, but they ever come out for dead that don't.
And they kept those lies for a long time. Make a pick the call. My president the call. Yes, my president the call. Dr. Ayaba.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm live.
Yes, I want to participate in your program.
Okay, all right. Okay, thank you. I can hear you. Go on.
All right. First, I want to thank you for, the monologue that you had. That's the explanation.
Yes.
What I also want to say to the Amazonian public is that there is freedom of association and freedom of expression.
Right.
But at this particular stage of our war of independence, we have had some experiences that should inform the choices we make and the decisions we make now. As you clearly outlined in your statement, at this stage, when we are exposing the infiltrators in our revolution, we should consider ourselves as a bloc, including the Eric, the Bara, all of us as one bloc. And it is extremely very dangerous for us to be duplicating projects and dividing our block in terms of the project.
Yep.
I clearly recommend that all those who do not have established groups with a track record, if they cannot bring their expertise to support a project under my leadership, they should take it under the leadership of SESECO or support even the consortium. This is our block. There is no need at this time to duplicate projects. I will appeal to all of our bloggers, those who've made an impact in our war of independence, not to divide our ranks at this moment. For us to be focused to arm Ground Zero, not only to defend itself against La Republique, but against the infiltrators who are asking soldiers to be killed. So I will also encourage you to reach out to those other guys, Eric and Bara, in private and continuously have this conversation to make sure we put in sync, our strategy going forward. There is no more room for division. We have been divided. People run small projects, creating small groups on the ground that have become a burden now in this revolution. The established groups are there. If you cannot support the ADF, look for an established group that is disciplined and make your investment in that group. The ADF will collaborate with those groups. Spreading funds around into every group just simply because we want to be involved in defense is counterproductive at this takeover phase.
Perfect.
Thanks a lot, General.
Thank you so much, Prof. Thank you so much. Yes. I'll pick up other caller with different line. Yes, caller different line. Hello? Hello? Please, before you call me, turn down the volume of your receiver completely, because if I call, I hear any delay, I'll just turn it off. When you want to call me, you listen to me through any device, you turn down the volume of your receiver before you call me. Hello? Yeah, good evening.
Yes, I follow your show. I like your show so much. I follow Eric. I like you guys so much. You are so brave to bring us independence. I want just beg me no welcome any negative talks for now. Anybody when you call you for talk about Eric don't talk so those boys do how just shut them down.
Okay.
Don't take that down.
All right.
Just tell them it's okay. I will not come that. They are my brothers who talk behind.
Yep.
Because
Correct.
one of your Amina, my brother, I don't tell him, I don't talk. He said, tell Eric, you talk with Eric too to join us. I said, we have talked with Eric. Eric said they will sit behind. Now, if Eric is on the forefront, but he has some people behind that they work together. So now, if you guys can also contact those people to try to make things, please, you guys should come together and do this thing. You guys are up to the task.
Awesome. Very good suggestion.
Please don't welcome any negative energy from anybody.
Exactly.
Nobody should talk about Eric. Nobody should talk about Mark. Tell them you don't want them.
Okay.
You don't want those things for now.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you. I'll pick up other callers there for line plenty. The lines that they jam, so please just insist for call. The lines they not be perfect today that they jam because when I do want to plenty for lines that they call. I got to pick up the calls them, the lines that they jam when I see the number there on the screen. Anybody if you call as you see the number on top screen for here, you want call, you call the number +4 wait as you see and +408 310 5204. Ambazonians will be very clear and will be very critical. We'll be back on all of them. May they come together, make a pick up this other caller waiting for line. Hello, how do you call? Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello, Rebel?
Yes, na Rebel or not be Rebel?
Yeah, I want to speak for your show.
Na Rebel or not be Rebel?
Okay.
Go on.
Na junior Rebel,
Okay, go on, Rebel, go on.
No, really, what I want to do, that show, senior Rebel, you talk before one, the senior Rebel, Dr. Joe Ayaba, you contribute now to other. You just come and that advice you give so presently, I didn't line up better advice that so.
Correct.
That better advice that so. If you like, if somebody don't come out on like that air your mind,
yes.
Fine so. But now we're going to have a background now.
Do so now.
Right. Mark, Eric, and other people them be concerned with the other project. Then now we they that we put that under for any structure where get the ground.
Yes.
Then we done that even a way to serve the mission. Then may all things be with a root.
Exactly. So simple. So simple.
You go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good, I like him. I still find very badly. I don't follow you up to them. I still find very badly.
Well, no problem.
Very badly. So my contribution on that too.
Okay, thank you.
Contribution on that too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will try other callers them. Yeah, with a different line. Yeah, callers a different line plenty. When I only insist for the call, because once you insist, the lines they jam. Like 30 people they fit the call one time. So the first person where they insist for call, now you go pick them up. And when I want to pick your number, please you turn down the volume of your receiver. Put them down for 0. Turn down the volume of your receiver. Once you turn down the volume of your receiver, I go hear you. Call a different line. Hello. 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 Yeah, you go on, please.
Yeah. Brother, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good day.
Welcome.
Yeah, I'm calling from Germany.
Wie heißt du?
Hello.
Wie heißt du?
Yeah, good, by dear.
Okay, ich bin Ivo. Danke, ich bin Ivo.
That's super. Brother, please, I beg, you already paint by La Republique where your face now, so your face really means something for this revolution. You and Dr. Ayabachu Lucas, please. And thanks to you, see wherever Erita today for America is due to you. I don't follow you from day 1 to day 2. Please, my only beg what the beg now say if Erita to we fully see stock say he and it support na Suseko Ayoktabe, then Yerima Day in collaboration with our CIC in Norway, then definitely Erita to get for switch now for CIC this will make it bring all his whether the gang or the group will get them to work together with the ADF, because I believe say this will if anyone form any other group, the rest is more responsible radical groups will always end up get another side where we could hold people for answer. If all them be under one canopy, definitely where would one point figure the point figure directly under ADF?
Exactly. Oh, I love that last statement. I love that last statement.
Everybody, if we are pointing finger on one particular
on the structure, yes.
No, yeah, that's just the structure. At the end of the day, he not didn't make it only the claims they don't that's Siseko. Okay, yes, which is Ayabachu is also a supporter of Siseko. That's why he's working with Yerima, which is the person this man just point. So at the end of the day, please, Erita, to bring your gang and everything or team under Yerima, and then you support this ADF. We don't have to get on one force way. Make any mistake, everybody will shout at ADF, and at the end, now get the right structure. And that's all. And in that way, you hold power to account. You constrain power, what they call the rule of law. The rule of law constrains excess power. We'll get one force, we'll get everything, one power will contribute on one. We'll not say if any mistake can we'll fish out on one power. But when we get 10 different powers at the end of the day, if any of these blue and white army attack the camp, we'll stand together for fight those enemies. No, because ADF has already proved to us. They don't really prove to us even their tenacity and whatsoever thing. Groups and they even cry say they want to join ADF because ADF they deliver, not by mouth. And we don't always see ADF deliver. The bit is a faithful structure and the biggest structure for Ground Zero. So but if all those small ones that fit for under ADF, I believe even that take over, when we take up to 2 hours, we don't take over. Exactly. We don't take over Ambazonia. Exactly. 2 hours. I'm short of words. So make a pick up the caller for the Ground Zero. Caller there for Ground Zero. Hello? Caller the call. Ground Zero calling. Hello?
Yeah, good evening, sir.
May God bless you.
Yes. I'm calling from Ground Zero.
I can see your number. Go on, please.
Yes. I would like to have the frequency of this channel.
I don't even know about the frequency for whenever I put them for radio because I never focus on that radio project. But if you always follow me on YouTube for Rebel TV, if you go YouTube, just say Rebel TV, you go follow me on Rebel TV YouTube. Just call me after the show. I will provide you the radio frequency.
Thank you.
Okay, make a pick up another one for Ground Zero where you call. Ground Zero to the call. Hello? Hello?
Hello,
yes, go on please, Ground Zero.
Yes, you caught me when they come in.
Oh, yeah. Please continue. Sorry about that.
Yeah, so I still get many points, but I just give them one of the most essential points.
Summarize.
You know, so human nature, they when I say, person way to provide for you, you must owe some allegiance and some respect for that person.
Correct.
So now, if individuals they raise funds when they don't belong under some particular group, now if they start disperse those funds and now for groups that are down, those groups they could be obliged to pay some allegiance for them now.
I completely agree. Yes.
Yes. Wait the main now say. If they get a personal problem with somebody, they pick that group for go resolve that problem for them or go handle that for their own way. They don't go money for go execute because the good case of allegiance for them.
Correct.
The fact that they finance that group.
I agree.
So we get to avoid a system where raising of funds could be like a personal way for the views and for their own personal
settlement. Yeah.
Any person who respond, it be okay, but me must align himself just like CIC talk under some particular group, so that get a leadership, a direct control.
Correct. Correct.
Yes, me put it as me put it avoid for one get autonomy over different things at the same time.
Okay.
So.
Okay, so I want to ask you the question. You corner from Usai, na ground zero, right?
Yes.
Exactly. Okay. May everybody here say in the corner from ground zero. Na ground zero they talk. No be say na abroad they talk na ground zero. Yes. Okay, make a pick the other caller. Hello, caller, do you for line? Hello? Hello?
Hello,
yeah, please go straight to your point. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but I'm just supporting that second remain on our sister way talk more we talk so no accept any negative comment. I beg. When I talk again among ourselves so I nearly cry and I cry with flash it on ground.
No, not true.
I beg Muna talk for pap. Eric na idea for front that program as I remain talk. What I put a day for back when I talk together for back. I beg
okay. All right. I don't hear you.
Yeah. Yeah, you too when you talk on time no key over no give power for your talks okay. The negative kind of speech you understand no.
All right. Thank you. Very good advice.
Yeah, thank you, Papa.
Thanks,
yeah,
Papa.
Thank
Thanks.
you, Gran. Confirm.
Make a pick ground zero again. Ground zero call. Hello?
Hello, Rebecca.
Go on, please, ground zero.
Yeah, Chef man.
May God bless you. Happy Easter. Welcome.
I just want to beg you use your platform to beg Eric to say this thing this will not won't go.
Yes.
But now you want to bring me back.
Right.
I did just beg as all man the beg to me the listening to population. Would it die here every day? Eric Tato would it beg you say join either you join EGOC or you join interim government. When you
yeah, go on.
It will be easy. We just beg this one because the game will not go. We don't go. 2 things we don't hear everything. So we just beg that one. Now all has talk.
Okay, thank you. Make a pick other caller for line. Hello, caller for line. Na dono, no be dono. Na dono, no be dono.
Anyway, I don't know for
okay.
So you know.
Okay, na dono. Go on.
Rebel.
Yes.
See, I want to talk one thing. I don't want to call, but I want to talk one thing. That's
yes.
what the court of say. Oh, me not call any name. I see. When I shut up. Shut up. Listen, that kind of mentality. We don't make. You don't sicken our spirit. You don't sicken. You don't broken our people into pieces. People are shy away from condemning bad. Right. I don't tie that kind of nonsense. You understand?
Yes.
The same way with the big Sako for you. That one talk reply. No, don't talk about Sako. Please don't. But if I just so one big Sako choke out for I need the fear eye. What bullshit. What kind of nonsense is this? Now they call the talk highway. Me not talk about Eric. This same Eric will bring my country to country. Talk say no. That country to country. It not be affiliated to anybody. It is a public thing. It's people's stuff. Now, if you don't fair with, we don't say she don't really fair with. You don't bring some another scam, say that. The talk say, oh, that not be afraid to anybody. That is the people's thing. Is it not the same language to use for 2 fair projects them already? I'm sick of that. And Bazunias, open your eyes. Open your eyes. I need to talk about 88%. But see, don't say, me, before I joined it here, I was a critical thinker. Now, that's what made me to join. Before, I never loved Ayaba. I don't joke about Ayaba. The person who radicalized me for this struggle was Akwanga. Akwanga don't fall out since me long time ago. When he start changing language, we go change. We go touch. Why not? We go test Switzerland chocolate. It don't change.
Right.
But what I want to say right now, so we do not have a choice. We need to follow those who have track records. It doesn't matter of personal liking anymore.
It's not a matter of personal liking.
Correct. Whoever align the track record, that will follow up. That's what I wanted to say. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Awesome. Thank you very, very much. I want to show exactly. Oh, some callers sit there for line. Make a pick the caller. Hello? Yeah, caller. Hello? Yeah, wait, hold on. Yes, go on, please. Hello? Oh, somebody pick the caller. Yeah, hello, caller there for line. Hello? Oh, the lines are the jam. Yes, hello?
Yeah.
Go on.
Brother.
Yes, thank you.
So much. I'm just calling from Minnesota.
Yeah, welcome, Minnesota.
Thank you so much for your good work. And just like the word of caution, this Eric guy should really humble himself. I think what is killing him now is like kind of private which he attributes to Ayaba, which is not his personality.
Right.
He just formulated himself as join out and let's do this thing together. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much, caller. Make a pick the one from Ground Zero. Ground Zero, the call. Hello? Hello? Yes, go on, please.
Hello.
Yes, go on, please.
Yeah, am I talking with Tapang Ivo?
Tapang Ivo here. Go on.
Yeah, this is Dr. Sek calling from Ground Zero.
Oh, thank you very much, Doctor. Welcome on board, please.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
I think Lucas, I should know who be Dr. Sek. You don't know Dr. Sek. I really want to appreciate the way you talk today for Eric Tataw and for Mark.
Right.
The way you talk today, I really appreciate them. Honestly, I be a bit worried when you be talk the other time.
Yes.
Because I know say Eric really be a force to reckon with.
Correct.
We will not feel really neglect that.
Mm-hmm.
It be a force to reckon with in a Mark.
Mm-hmm.
And the role they play for this revolution, it be very, very important.
Mm-hmm.
So the way we talk today, I really appreciate, and I really want to encourage Eric and Mark, made a try by all means, join one of these established group them.
Right.
Whether an IG of Seseko or the AGC or the consortium, just as the CIG talk.
Right.
The commander-in-chief talk. Yeah. I really want to encourage them. Say me to try join one of these groups so that we effort they not will be divided.
Okay.
We'll feel concentrate with effort, effectuate this revolution.
Okay, perfect. Make a pick up what I call it for
yeah,
line.
so thank you so much. Very
good conversation. Yes.
Yeah, my own way I take contribute there. I go now through Cash App.
Cash App, yes. You don't
know if you do one directly from
okay, now Cash App number,
yes,
that's
somebody did help me do one directly from the US there. I think Lucas Ashu last time I be go and send my this thing for him. I be sending the what an receipt.
Yes. But if it pass through Lucas Ashu, then that's awesome. That's awesome. You don't need anything again anymore.
Yes. Yeah, okay. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
I really appreciate the work that you do. Yes, and I just pray say this thing will this year, by God's grace, we go really go to higher heights so far as this revolution be concerned.
Thank you very much. May God bless you. Thanks. Call a different line. Hello? Call a different line. Hello?
Yes, hello?
Yes, welcome on board. Thank you very much for coming on board. Yes, come on board. Welcome.
Yes, hello. Jack Elvis, the call. Jack Elvis.
You don't need to call your name. Just Rebel be enough. I don't want the people that call their names them on show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to tell you, say, when I destroy the struggle and all this one I do.
All right, so much just shut you off. We'll not get time for you. Sorry about that. It's a nonsense. We'll destroy struggle. Yeah, I hate this will be destroyed. You never see we'll try to fix that big head where head be destroyed. You never see that one. It's a destroy struggle. Nonsense, idiot, iguana. Say Jack Elvis. Anyway, yeah, caller different line. May I pick with a caller? Yeah, caller. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, go on, please. Hello? Caller different line. Hello?
Yeah, bro.
Yes, come on, please.
Now that caller from Minnesota, I don't just send $100 for your cash app now. Check them.
Whoa!
No call my name.
This is awesome. Not even my number self now. Financial number that. So financial person will see how we go post them on screen. So please, finance team background screenshot send to admin Robert, admin Rowena Robert. It go blur them. Send them for me. I put them on screen just like how I showed the other one. Thank you very much, Donald. Thank you very much, Donald. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, call a different line. Hello. Oh, nice that. When I already insist for the call. So that idiot will just call me. I never get time for address you. Say with the spoil struggle. If with the spoil struggle, why you see the Yaoundé? Nonsense. Shit, no white blast. Make a pick other call of line. Hello, go on, please. Call a different line. Yes.
Yeah. Am I live?
You're live. Go on.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes.
Mr. Ivo, I've been very happy for which way you don't come out to talk on today.
Okay.
Because if you just recognize it, so Eric, not be enablers in the work for the Republic, I'll be very happy.
Yes.
The issue when I say, I want more just to congratulate because I know say Eric, if he come for say we could work together, you understand?
Right.
But the issue when I say Eric just finished to do a very great job.
Mm-hmm.
He just finished to do a very great job.
So the issue with I say yesterday, out we become out yesterday. I be here with we talk concerning the dark issue. Yeah, but today, which we don't talk, my brother, be very happy. And Amazon and again for no say this, so Eric the Gawan can join us more work together. When I say more take them easy, so that make things not go back as a day because for which way I know for me, I know it talk says or any other person, Eric don't do a very great job for wipe out the people way they disturb this struggle.
Right.
So many people don't realize the truth and they ready for work with us. And no say Eric the camp can work with us. So more take it easy and everything will move smoothly without any problem. But I just be happy say so many people don't know through your platform say Eric Nomna La Republic. That's the only thing I will be very happy. Yes. So my brother, I'll be very happy for the way you talk today. I'll be very, very happy.
No problem.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Other caller there for line. Allow me to pick better caller there for line. Caller there for line. Hello. Caller. Anyway, you want to call me, talk. Wait, and call me, please. I beg, understand on that electric pole where they capture internet, where they capture the connection. So that way, call me, I hear you, hear me. I know one person where they call me, you know, stand on the electric pole. Stand on that high tension, where you get that antenna there on top. Hello, caller, there for line. Hello. Okay, might just pick the one. Caller, admin, you call me. Robert, what's it happen?
$100 coming.
Okay, $100 coming. Send it to for me with screenshot. Blur the number. Send it for me. I beg admin. Yes. Okay, so $100 coming in. So hey, call a for line. Hello. Hello. If I talk hello, you know hear me. No say call a for line plenty. Hello. Yes, go on, please.
Yeah, Mr. Tapan. Salute.
Thank you.
Yes. Now I yoke the call from ground zero.
You don't need to call your name. Say Ayok. Just talk. Say na rebel or no be rebel.
No, na rebel.
Okay.
Rebel.
Go on, please.
Better rebel. The way to follow you for back tongue.
Okay.
Yes. I beg. I don't know what off topic, but which I want really talk still get for do with the Bui Warriors.
No, not about Bui Warriors. Just go straight to your point. Not about Bui Warriors. I don't want that. That's a terrorist group. Yeah.
Yeah, that is because of the bad work with some of this group that they work.
Right.
So the key was soldier them.
You're right.
I be just she don't really reflect on the issue and I would think say some fine idea though I will fit propose
right.
Egg of see fit adopt and we will find because like some one caller stock say this these boys and they act that way sometimes not because they really want to act that way not because those Gideon them they finance them and they make them they get a score for settle them any place or they have evil mind. They force the boys and go do it on time. They don't like to do them.
They do them, yeah.
So I want to know whether assistance now, A Gov C, don't put any strategy together for see how if we make those boys and make they stop for depend on that Gideon a cartel.
Okay, make an answer a call, but I'll drop pick the one. So A Gov C already put a strategy in place for make that one happen. So yeah, next one I did for line. Go on, please. Caller, hello?
Yeah, hello, Mr. Tapa.
Go straight to the point, please. Turn down the volume of your receiver, please. Turn down the volume of your receiver. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yes, I hear you. Go on now. Turn down the volume of your receiver.
Yeah,
Maybe call me the
if any man come, he want make like say one support that way Eric Tataw the talk, you just drop him. Eric get a hidden agenda. Eric will bring my trip to, if you support my trip to Boya, it fail. He bring country by country, it fail. All things with Eric Tataw don't bring up for this revolution, I mess. Any person want just, now he don't just go gather to a group of friends and say, well, that's pure nonsense. They want destruction. Just drop them, please. Go ahead and go ahead. Thank you.
I'm okay, John. I make a pick up the other one. Hello? Call a different line. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please go on. Go straight to the point.
I want to talk small thing. I say small contribution. I say
yes.
That as prayer.
Yes.
I say me collaboration all day among we.
Mm-hmm.
If una the leaders and like you, Ivor, like Tataw, like Dr. Ayaba, like all una just try collaborate only small at Republic.
Oh, 1 second. Repeat that statement. I move you off speaker. Go on, please. Say if you do.
I say La Republic is prayer, last prayer, and I say me collaboration no day among una.
Yes.
So if una fit just collaborate only small, I say only small collaboration, so La Republic will melt.
Correct.
Because they do everything. Say me una know they collaborate. I did that for Ground Zero.
Yes.
Last week. We get some work for military camp. I know where to how they talk. Their prayer and I say una no collaborate. Okay. If una collaborate only small, it be enough.
Perfect. Good suggestion. Thank you.
The work way when they do they the first they don't know what to do for stop una, especially ATF. I don't know what to wait. So other group they wait time for just come under ATF like the umbrella. Just umbrella ATF just cover them. Be the fire just finish.
Correct.
Why they contribute money again for go create another group now for wait again with ATF don't already ATF don't prove and say be capable. Wait to be again another way for go the distract food they can go other side. And when I wait that way like for be one time.
Exactly.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you. And I like that the point for one reason. Just like how me Maurice come to fight Paul Biya for destabilize La Republique to Cameroon. La Republique, on the other hand, they want to make we fight ourselves so that make we destabilize ourselves. Hello, go on, please. Call a different line. Hello? Yes, go on, please. Turn down the volume of your receiver. Turn down the volume of your receiver. Please, at the back if you did hear me, when you want to call me, make sure say if you get two phones, you turn down the volume of one phone. Because if I hear myself talk for back, it will mean I just shut it off. Call a different line. Hello? 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 I don't get time for that one there. Ambazonians, as I talk, donations they enter in. I try to put that donation for line. When I don't hear admin way in a Robert. Admin don't try to call me for tell me say donations don't enter. Say make I put up for screen. And I already download the donation. So I try to put up a screen. Hello? 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 Okay, might just shut that guy down before it waste my time for here. Yes, hello. I make sure say I want to put donation for screen, please. As I put donation for screen, I will take when I call them. If you want to call me, you call me how they call your girlfriend. You go stand under high tension where they don't put antenna for the parabolic where they capture result. So you stand, you make hello, and then you make sure say you need to hear me for anywhere. That means say just talk hello, hello. I don't want to hear any noise for back because you call your girlfriend, you need to ever play for inside nightclub or you need to make noise for back. You take your time. Same thing for this national radio. We can pick up the caller with a different line. Call a different line. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, go on, please. Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, go on.
Good evening, Mr. Tapan.
I hear you. Good evening. Yes, good evening. I hear you.
Yeah. I come from Ganzero.
Ganzero, welcome on board.
Yeah, I'll be very happy we work with the work, Papa.
I'll be happy say don't call. Thank you very much.
Yes. For Mr. Eric, just to know that boy is spoiling liberation.
Okay.
Seriously.
Yes. Go on. Go straight to the point. Talk your mind. I don't like person where they talk the whole breaks. Hello? Go on, please.
Yeah, General, good evening.
Correct man, talk. I don't like person where they talk the whole breaks. Go on. Just go straight to the point.
Yes, I don't know why people contribute because I talk about Tataw.
Okay, but hold on first. Make I just show people that say for corner for screen here, not donation, I don't just enter $100. Accountability purpose, admin William and Robert don't send them for me. Go on, please, go on.
If Eric Tataw believes to choose Seko a president and Yerima Tuna a vice, why not he join with Ayabacho because Ayaba don't join in as a Seko?
Correct.
The one who creates another group again of Sikawiti.
Yes. Correct.
Because if you respect Siseko, make it join also with Ayabacho because Ayabacho don't join with Siseko. It's very simple.
Correct. That's very true.
Other one contribute. May forget about that dark project. He join with Yerima. Then team up will do another project. Then join Ayabacho. It become one.
Awesome.
Very simple.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Okay.
May God bless you for that.
General. Now, all I want to
Thank you. Yes, when they hear and then they select calls, the calls that come in randomly, everyone is saying the same thing, and people are really, really, really unhappy. But they want a maximum level of collaboration among us, which I think is very interesting. Ambazonians, when I continue for insist for when I call them, as when I see number for here for screen be open, it be very clear. Everybody they call, they make their contributions heard, which I do 100% appreciate. And I thank everybody where they call, especially the way they call out from Ground Zero. Ground Zero, they call, hello? Hello?
Hello, Mr. Tapa.
Yes, go straight to the point. No whole breaks. Where they talk, just talk straight. Go on.
Yes, I'm calling from
Ground Zero. Ground Zero. Yes, I don't see him. +237. Yes.
Yeah, I'm really interested for what you are saying in your show, but I like the work that you are doing. Mr. Eric Tataw have been spoiling this revolution. Insulting all over. Then they wanted to start and collecting money now, which is not right. Though what the agency is doing, agency is doing very, 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 very bad in this revolution. Hello?
Yes, go on.
Yes. What the agency is doing
Yes.
what agency is doing in this revolution is not good.
Okay, why?
Because what is happening, Eric Tataw now have just realized what agency want to use him.
Okay, so your number now +237 672 012829. I don't call them +23 now La Republic number. Listen, my call the number fine again, me everybody here. Where I'm play games with me. +237 67 +237 672 012829 +237 672 012829. Oh, I get it. Wait, 1 second. Now, General, this man did so. Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on, man, check something. Oh, this one at General Pepe. Now, General Pepe, you know about that. General Pepe, where we used to buy guns again for ye. Now, right now, they call me on show. They talk nonsense. General Pepe. Wow. Hold on, so I must send you one for Mr. Benedictwa. General Pepe, they call me. They talk how we ADF, AGOFC. Now, waiting nonsense. General Pepe, now you go buy we explosive for Nigeria. General Pepe, now you teach we have for make popcorn. Wow. This is crazy, man. When I hold on, make a call. Now just save that number. Now, General Pepe, you know about that? I just look my message we write me 2 days ago. General Pepe, now you go buy we explosives. Now, General Pepe, they call we now, they talk how we more go join La Republic. +237 672 012829. Now, you go buy with guns them last year. Now, you always go buy with guns them. This is crazy. General Pepe. Wow. This is crazy. Ambazonians will only insist for call. No, I never send that number for Benedictwa. Chai! Human being. Wow. General Pepe, when I go buy, now you buy with 2 explosives. I there for Ground Zero right now, so as I talk with there somewhere around Moyuka. Now you call the talk someone go join La Republic. What is this struggle all about? Anyway, Ambazonians, I beg, if you don't join La Republic, no call for my show, because if you want call for my show, I go sound your number. I want to only rebels them. Wow, General Pepe. Hello? 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 Now lady insists for the call. Wow. Ha. General Pepe of all people. This my eyes have seen my ears without the mirror. General Pepe. Wow. I even leave my message with yourself. General Pepe. Yeah, my message. Hello, General. Here. My message. I want to send. Hello, General. It tell me say hello, General. I say yes. Hello, Pepe. It tell me say the materials have arrived. I say the 2 explosives. He say yes. I say contact Benedictwa. Wow. Anyway, make I just continue for pick up caller the line. Hello, go on, please. Yeah, go on. The lines are bad. Hello, caller the line. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, is that Mr. Ivor there, please?
Yeah, Ivor here. Go on.
Yeah, Bruce, I think you get a very good project for the career on. With this talk in relation to Eric Tataw, why didn't you think it's a very good idea that you carry on your own project prior to what Eric is doing?
And then if I hear yourself. Hello, caller there for line. Hello? Hello?
Hey, Rebe.
Yeah, go on, please.
Rebe.
Yes.
Yeah, I just want to tell you, I like your swift reaction. You're a smart guy. I like it that way. So when you see the way you just dictate the kind of people there, so we just need to, now one code one time, you just delete them one time, you just expose them one time as the thing be.
No, but the paper that call me Nigerian paper where you go by with explosives. That is paper.
No, I confirm. I confirm.
Wow.
When you want come, can disrupt.
I don't understand, man, Lord. If they get a talk with your next record, may they be very. I don't understand, Massa.
I swear. So I just think that belief no matter what you, Mark, and Eric.
Wow.
Come together when I go walk.
Now, General Pepe, that way the call we. I think give you location. Even for around Moyuka right now. 2 days ago, you go buy with explosives.
We don't call it pen sardine. It don't chop small.
Wow.
Great oil. Now one can tell you say go join La Republic with chop.
My God. Now you buy with 2 explosives. Last year you buy AK-47 there. As I've been at DDC, so they connect me with Pepe. Then suddenly you just turn around and me. I even since this then don't TV before the call.
Wonderful thing. Well, my brother, you hold on tight. You hold on tight. I swear. You give me revolutionary orgasm.
No, I get to make a more ejaculate. All right, my pick up that caller for like caller there for now. No? I don't like caller the way at the end noise in my ear. And Bazonians will already insist for the call. Oh, money they still enter. Mashallah, Bokoto. People that they donate to $100 again. Hello, make a pick up the caller where they line for show money we don't enter. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, go on, please. Where I swear to God, say I don't see wonders. Go on, please, bro.
Well, thank you. Well, I really hope Eric could take this last chance to mess up his life for unite with ADM because he don't bring women trip to Boya. We don't waste our money now. We work and follow that pass to back now. Right. If you don't take this chance to unite with Duna Bros, I really want you even call you record audio call me tell we why. He tell we say we say Seko president or ever we say Seko de why but I know enjoy. So you really need to explain this one out. If not, we will in fact me don't remember that America. Thank you for everything.
Thank you very much. May God bless you for your wonderful contribution. Thank you very much. I just send $100 on screen here. Yeah, I just send $100 on screen. Everybody see money they enter. $100 they come for screen. And I airdrop that what they send them for airdrop from my Mac computer. Make okay, don't appear. Make a show of a screen now. We don't appear already. Make a drag and put up a screen. Donation not just enter $100 when I don't see them. When I look the time for the donation not enter. Transparency. Just for tell when I say me and even pay deal money. Now people that they work for money for background, they always send them for me. I show them for screen here. My own only for can't talk. I need to deal with any money and I don't want to deal with money. When I see them for screen here. Hello, caller there for line. Hello? Hello?
Rebe.
Yes. Okay, go on, please.
Yeah, I'll be very brief.
Extremely brief. Yeah, go on, please.
I want to advise our Ambazonan people.
Yes.
So we must connect the dot from the beginning of Eric Tataw to today.
Right.
Any wise Ambazonan go and connect the dot and see the huge damage when this guy don't cause for our revolution.
Right.
We don't must play because we are losing life down there.
Right.
And then we are losing great opportunity of finance supporting. We can maintain and keep this revolution for a higher and a stronger standard.
Correct.
So each time when the egg of ADF they launch that thing, this boy they always can put some other thing for corner.
Correct.
They always can do something for corner. We cannot go by that way any longer. We don't take too much of this heritage if it's stupidity and not barata. As CIS you don't talk. Look, we have Aya Foundation, we have the Sisekos and the agencies. Find one and Jobakoro. Find one and go there. It is 4 years going down the lane. We don't know Saudi. We don't know where we're now. If you don't know back and go away. If you don't know where you're there, back and go. We are tired of you confusionists in this issue. People are dying. You have to understand that. But my family did not die. My family did not die. Military end. We are checking the record. Eric, you know, there's no good record in this revolution. You have created a lot of chaos. A lot. And now we try to raise money after how many months? After 1 year from my trip to Boya. You know, put your own program of raise money. You can put your own program immediately in belong, go and do your journalism and continue to up your Facebook upon Facebook, your viewers upon viewers. Go and do that. You will make a millions there. Look at me, get how you get money, you do this, you get that, you get that. We are not after that thing. We are not after that.
But if you get money, make donate for TTOF now. Because if you get money, donate for TTOF. It become live on show. As you say, don't donate. You say, if you get money, donate for TTOF. Just be a donor. You don't need to be raising money when you get money. Man.
Okay, now see what you do. All the generals are down. If you collect money, they bribe them. If they order. If you bribe all the generals are down, mean the yen all the order. Look what is happen now. Look what is happening now.
Exactly.
You don't give money. You don't
exactly.
give that.
Now Pepe, that they call me Pepe of all people. General Pepe, they call me. They talk how we been at this with that. Yeah, hush. Anyway, bro, just yes. My people caller for line. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello, Rebel.
Yes, go on, please. Don't know the line.
Yeah. I think the best thing for you for doing if we join with Eric and Mark, just like Ayaba don't join with Yerima and John Bakurmu, finish this thing, go home.
What do you mean? Because I already did with Ayaba and the rest, and we already did with Yerima and Sisiku and the rest. In fact, everyone is now with Sisiku and Ayaba. So what do you mean? That they should come and join us?
No, I don't mean say me Eric, me can join you, me Mark, me join you. So
okay, yeah, that's nice.
A good team of
yeah, and that's why I'm openly saying I apologize for anything I don't do or I never do I'm sorry, Papa. Man, I even need down for you because sometimes I put the things at the joke. Now, me this that they need that. They say, Eric, I beg, forgive me if I don't do anything. Mark, forgive me if I don't do anything for Una. Make we just unite. Make we come together today na Easter Sunday. Please, people that don't die for ground zero, no need for fight. Una come together. Make we just make sure so we focus, defeat La Republic, put shame for their head. At the beg Una, Papa, in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. At the beg Una, I beg, Papa, we just leave our ego. Make we humble ourselves.
All we will there for back, so we'll put all money so that we'll revamp SCBC so that me all the team need to go for ground zero. If we not three, we not shit on for SCBC. In 6 months, we'll go home.
Exactly. Simple struggle for winning, Papa. Very simple. What is the problem with us now? Masa.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Make a pick up what I call a for line. Hello, caller for line. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please go on, please.
Hello, Senior Rebel.
Yes, now Rebel, wanna be Rebel.
Senior Rebel, Junior Rebel, because Senior Rebel.
Okay, no problem. Go on,
I want
please.
to explain some point again. I don't first call 2 times, but I want to explain some 1 point again.
Yes.
We get to know say the highest destruction inside the revolution, na county by county. Because na county by county create that edge. Because Sako create local government, the way they exploit the county by county. So now you create that edge to give Sako the power we get. Another county by county.
Correct.
And I think say maybe the dark at the sea. No man will fit them way if we get a critical eye to look at things, because you know say man we don't forget problem anything they can look at critically. So I think say this dark project becomes like another form where people they don't lost their county by county. Now they don't succeed to bring down Sako back. They want to drive their county by county, but they don't fit get the same name. So they just simply change the name, but they want to drive back their project.
Exactly.
You understand?
Yes.
Now that one is just like
it's just a change in name. The same structure being the same, just a change of name.
Yes, because the next people put them like this county by county.
Right. I get the point.
So, but now when they don't destroy Sako, they want to retract their project back from Sako in hand. They just give another name.
Another name to continue the mess. Correct. Right.
When people start talk back say diaspora, this thing they go need representative for all counties, then back they don't go back and county by county again.
Right. Make a pick up the other caller for line. So caller for line. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, please go on, please.
Hello.
Yes. Hold on, please. Hold on. Yeah, go on, please. Sorry.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
I'm saying that.
Yes.
Okay. I'm saying that please, you've gone on your knees to beg these guys. You all have begged yourself for forgiveness. Please, those people that are calling to bring these talks again, don't accept them, because
I don't know, mommy. I believe everybody made they talk their minds, but I the control. I control the narration. You know how we used to the call. They talk about people then too. No, I leave you me a call. Where, mama?
No, I don't call and I don't insult not anybody.
No, people they will talk their minds. I don't know if you control two person go talk and bad. They talk and say right now I have asked for apology. Say may they come together more walk. Yeah. Yeah, no, daddy. Massa, you mommy, you just hold on. My pick the caller for line. Hello, caller there for line. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, please. Now the call. Now rebel or not be rebel. Identify yourself. Rebel, you on ground zero. Rebel or not be rebel.
Yes. I rebel. Call from ground.
Okay, you're a rebel. Go on.
Yes, rebel.
Yes.
I believe say now, time don't pass will get for the argue about this thing. About you already proven for we.
Correct.
Yes. Because you know now we protect even though see some other good contribution down because all my reducing are ATF.
Correct.
So when they start with the medicine really complicating and now some parents and mommy they say they even discover say let me see different to the for down. Somebody don't left all the things for about 2 years travel and it constant.
Correct.
So I don't know why we get for the one that turn the same area they go so mark they go so other things so distract people for confuse people. Every company will something to one place so now we play a particular structure.
Correct.
We don't see one group now, we never get country. One get Shandar, one get police, one get one get married.
I tell you, Massa. I tell you.
When we don't get a country before we get all that forces that were different name there. For any other county, one forces that will train them. Therefore, national, we need a one particular force will be train them. If something
your lines don't break. Make a pick. Yeah, so that call I for line. Hello? 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 Turn down the volume of your receiver. Turn down the volume of your receiver, please. Okay, be turned down. Now, rebel the talk or not be rebel the talk. Identify yourself. Are you a rebel or not a rebel?
No, not rebel. No.
Okay, go on. Yeah, go on, please.
Yeah, I don't talk so rebel. Yes, because now we don't. Even me as I be this, I be here. But I don't tell you like rebel. But now I don't come to like it because the other days they don't pay we. Me will show you the strategy. Me giving me will go now for you now so that me will get a strategy because they realize to say he get the opportunity but some will get more guns because all the talk. You don't get nothing.
Right.
Yeah, you don't get nothing for do. Who no remember for years. Some people there, our own family there for years. Our own family there for home. We need to go back home. Don't be saying now 4 years this nothing never happens. See then one place people they die every day. People not die in the past 10. Not correct.
Correct.
All the ones say the great ones say middle one they have good contribute money. The other is a thief. You get to be one particular platform for collaboration. Even awesome. They not unite collaboration. They not say no, deliver this one, need a man bring with the material, then we also they can work. None so don't enter Goya.
Okay.
That.
Thank you very much. Very good caller. May God bless you for your wonderful statements and the rest. We don't hear callers that they call. The callers that they call. So please make everybody. I ask everyone wait there for comment section. Say make una make sure so na donate. Una make sure so na donate. Yeah, caller there for line. I'll go on, please.
Yeah, Robert.
Yes.
Asha for work. I'm very happy with the way you talk today.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for your job.
Mm-hmm.
Even though that madam way you call the only talk say me they not talk about Eric.
Mm-hmm.
Eric you do good, yes, but when you don't go wrong, you call others. You don't call them today. So be very happy. Then me that mommy to know say you like a woman is supposed to advise Eric. Even as they never follow Eric very well. Me know say how many women then Eric the caution, how many men because the man picking will disagree with Eric. Either will be payday, it will be woman, you will be prostitute. They talk about women that family issue. Even you talk for this, so you know they never talk about any man in family issue. You talk about revolution. You go Eric problem I say if you disagree with person, you go start to talk about your family issue. Talk about this woman for that side. Talk about who sleep. If you want open dating website, me go to open dating website. Me put the date for it. Me forget about that. If you want to revolution, me do revolution. Me forget about who dead who sleep with 6 women. Then that the worst thing that show me that woman who she don't together. Try for talk for Eric. Say me stop the talk about women who dead. How many men who married 19 women? Come out get 6 women, 6 men. We know they for dating website. Revolution. So try for advice you too for that one. Me stop that one. We know they for dating website. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Hey, people they get more with the outside there. Oh my God! Oh Lord Jesus Christ of Nazareth! Hello, call a different line. Still connecting. I think connection issues. Yes, Ambazonians when the year how we that call I don't call it talk about the state of affairs for this revolution. Make a pick the one you call. Yes, call a day for line. Hello? Hello? Connecting, still connecting. Yeah, ground zero. As when I recall and also on the lines them be weak. So make sure say you turn up under electric pole before you call. I'll pick the last call away there for I don't talk for long too much. And I know they stand on my foot. Yeah, hello, call a day for line, go on.
Yes, Reverend. Good evening.
Good evening, please.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't call yesterday, I still call today.
Yes.
I want to come and say thank you for all the effort people that will make what people do not understand which is the revolution.
Right.
We appreciate them.
Mm-hmm.
You know where I beg Eric, you know go beg Eric. You know call Eric, you know call Mark.
Mm-hmm.
It's that two people the one be like say the one show say that the hero for the revolution. You know go beg none of them.
Right.
I have shown the rest stand for corporate. Right. If you remember the rest stand for corporate, I have shown where Eric see every day say they would Shishiko. Then I remember contact Shishiko for President Day because they will talk. They contact it tell so if you reach Eric, the earlier is better.
Correct.
We know see the play tournament way with the carriage of finance to work up for kick. For carry cup, every start you on tournament after.
Correct.
Grand disturb revolution, you know, correct. Yeah, so wait then China say no call him because he call him like said one just him. And 8 years my whole defense force will get structure. Every na small begin every reason for issue. You know they no right transport the revolution. If you want follow me follow, I want follow me 11.
Correct.
If you want follow, I want follow. Don't beg you, don't need them, they don't need them just shoot the Amazon people say they are for making the district. Then na yere manaso Chistana Togu Sisiko. The third is Eric you want to say to you. But why did go backward and make on it? Because that's in a corner for just this step.
Right.
Let it follow 8 years. 8 years don't start it. You maybe get respect for because I have a children started since long. The way you want talking of the respect. You don't do a great job for can't shooting the way I couldn't do and you don't see them. The may not spoil them again. Because this time the reason I will not for take rubbish. Anyhow we make up with the kick out of this game. We follow this thing, people don't die.
Okay.
We suffer.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so no I know what I'm maybe say they go CIC don't talk that we will solve this problem, but then not the way they call it the puff, they make like say Mark Bareta today so that's another confusion this. It is spoiled it in back. You cannot see why they go create that. What is the meaning of that? What is the meaning of that? May they come, the follow survey, till they don't be in place. So they will find us a wake up. One kick like public out. No man know they bring it back. They bring it back, you know good. Thank you very much, General.
Thank you very much. Yeah. You can pick the other caller there for line. Hello, caller there for line. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, go straight to the point, please.
I don't know why sick over against Serihato. Why they oversaw the two people. The two people that are destruction for the revolution. May Eric Shidon for his side, may Mark Shidon for his side. We don't do other contribution and here we will not be successful with the no day.
Okay. Just hold on, just stay on line but pick the other caller away there for line. Just hold on. Since you don't talk first point. Hello, caller there for line, hello?
Yes. Hi, Ivo. We really appreciate what you do for sensitize the people them. So I want to just talk about this Eric thing. First of all, yes, fine and good. He do good for, come out and expose the my trip to Boya, stealing and scamming of the Sako people. But if one analyzes things chronologically, number one, Eric, he doesn't have any strategy. You don't get fighters on the ground. You don't get any road map. That one is number one.
Right.
Okay, you engage number one in a failed my trip to Boya.
Correct.
Promote them. You don't know who way there for back the my trip to Boya. You don't know the scheme way be there. You promote them everything for. Secondly, you come by county by county. You make and they kill what fighters them left right because the promoting way you don't know the background because today for a show somebody asks the question say this money where they contribute them. How you should give accountability for the money? Correct. Eric talk say he no know. Say the money no be handled by he. Not like the same thing with my trip to Boya where the money no be. You cannot promote something you don't know the reason or the background.
Because I know say I dey promote this particular one and know exactly where the money they go to. And I know exactly the inner workings. I will tell you everybody we been at the finance. I will tell you exactly how much don't come in. But me, I don't get powerful sign for collect money inside that project. No.
Yeah, we'll not say ATF, a group don't be always consistent.
Correct.
You as Eric, because you know how to talk, you know how to brainwash people, or just talking in the air. But you know, me come today, you promote my trip to Boya, it fail. You promote county by county, it fail. You promote NAC, it fail. Today they come with that. The same people that for background where you not be involved in the control of the finances, you not be control, say that people then are the same people the way maybe now then they do my trip to Boya, they don't come in a different form. It fell from my trip to Boya to county by county to NAC to DAC. So all the money the way they go from the revolution don't be try and error. We are not in a try and error game. People are dying.
Correct.
People are dying on the ground. So we not do try and error. If any man at this point, if he open his brain, understand, say, people are dying and we need to contribute for the defense of the the defend our women and children, then I don't know if people really be serious about this revolution. Well, now my own point that.
Okay. Thank you very, very much, Mami. I want to thank you very much for that great statement. Make a pick the other caller ready for line. So caller the last one ready for line. Hello? Only the sound for that one if you even boss your ear before you even pick up. Make a CTOA admin Robert, all right. TTOF is a monthly recurrent commitment by Ambazonians to directly fund actions on this. Okay, all right. Okay, so admin right now, yes, a TTOF is a monthly recurrent commitment by Ambazonians to directly fund Ground Zero action to liberate homeland. DAC is a sort of crowdfunding thing like GoFundMe to sponsor small projects. So TTOF could not have ever stole the idea of DAC as claimed when TTOF is so fundamentally different from DAC. But we don't even need all of these kinds of negative connotations. Ambazonians at the pick up when I calls them. So call a day for line, make I pick the other one. Hello? Call a day for line. Hello? They don't drop. When I already insist for the call, I think my time now reach for start go sports because every day I run 2 hours. Every day running 2 hours, burning 1,400 calories. Ambazonians are they ask everybody, please, when I go make a commitment for this particular website, when I see for here ttof.net. Now the website link that ttof.net. Yeah, don't know different. Hello, na rebe or no be rebe. Na rebe or no be rebe.
Na rebe. I'm a proud donor of the ATF.
Okay, all right, go on.
All right, good evening. I want to greet you and thank you for the good job we done do after our revolution.
Yes.
And I also for Spain.
Española.
I want to say I understand say everybody be free and everybody get own opinion concerning this Eric Tataw issue. And but me, I want to tell you now, say, bro, I know say any man we don't call you opinion account because for the bill a country any man will get any more get
just summarize your talk now. Call a day for line plenty.
Yeah, I want to tell you now, say, bro, if I say no after you call that man.
Okay, we'll call you, we'll talk. May I take another call a day for line? Hello, call a day for line. Don't know day for line, I know be don't know.
Yeah, don't know.
Bakala zuka nda yambo jala kalando mbela kala zuka yando. It's all right. Go on. No, go on. No, it's all right.
Yeah, I just want to thank you for your good job.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
I want to inform you for all the people that don't send money through Western Union.
Okay.
I don't pick up all the money them.
Yes.
I need the 3 sisters them where they don't send out their money through Western Union, 2 from Germany and 1 from Norway. I don't pick up all the money them. Again, I want to remind people that say this, especially the ADF fighters them, this picking them don't be numbers for we. Now we family members, now we picking them, now we brothers, they will know them personally, we meet them, we interact with them.
Right.
We go ground one, we find them, we educate them, we impress them, we hug them, we cry with them for their problem. If anything happen for them, we had to be broken. Some of these people, they just collect money, buy these fighters, and they don't even care about the welfare of these fighters. And anytime when something happens to any ADF fighter, the whole family of the ADF will be down because this picking them now family
member them. We become a family as soon as they join the ADF. We fight as if he testify. How would he take care of them? How would he look for them?
So that means if some fighter, ye woman is sick or you don't born, how would I take care for the fighter? Ye woman I take
would he take care for them? Even like General Ivo till today, would he take care of his family?
Oh wait, hold on. Me I don't even know the one. Wait, me I've been at GDC but I don't even know one. So wait, General Ivo way die. If get picking, if get woman.
He get picking. He not get woman, but he get picking of which would take care for all
so
of them.
when I take care for a picking till now, you talk one on TV. And that means you picking that here we and the person will be related to them. So when I take care of General Ivo, you picking till now.
Yes, we are a family. We get all the proof. The fact say if he die or when before his spirit is still live, I will never ever abandon the family. All will fight as them. Even the one the way they don't live with, the struggle for come back, they testify the things that we don't do for them. Even for their fortification, we pay for their fortification. We do everything for them. So that if in case they fall, we will not say we don't do best, they still fall. We not just send them money. We get a procurement guy when one of we wait, he go right for ground. Go meet them, train them, and he go down there, meet themselves, and meet them, and stay with them, and stay with their woman, the boss, and advise them, and hug them, and embrace them, and give them gift, and move change and care for them, and give change them for soldiers and say, if we go war, we give you one for una woman in neck, we put you one for una begin their neck, then they remember you. Then they pray for you every day. Because when they go, so even their woman, they need to know what other boys, they will come back. You see that song where they still say, Mama, don't you worry.
Yes.
Happen to die in the back. Just imagine we begin to sing that kind of song for your face. How you feel? Those are our children. Our fighters are just not numbers to us. We are related to them. We get very, very hurt if anything happened to any one of them. They are right in our heart. Even if we don't go to the battle with them, they stay, they remain with us. We carry a piece of them around with us. So I want to really beg people and say, move hold this picking them for very high extent. They be humans too. They not be just fighters and they not be just numbers. Please, all my way there for this show, even if you go for ttof.net, it's even at $10, just look at us in this show. We can help in one way or the other. We can help some of the fighters themselves, their mommy they sick. We get fighters them for Paco where their mommy they sick. They call we there with a true mark. Say where my mommy is sick, mark see how we give them maximum support and care. We tell them say no worry about mommy sick. Go back to battlefield. Just give we connection. We connect with mommy straight. We make sure the mommy be well taken. Fighter the day for bush one call. They say no mommy don't wear in the hospital. How positive can we be? You know. So we fighters they not be just number. We that human being they two that picking them two for we. So we really try for make a middle thing short. We try for do best for own best we fit do middle thing short. This thing for don't finish quick. Now say people they not be related to the fighter where they just collect money. When these boys they don't be loyal, they go fight this war. They not even pay them. They not propose them any pay. They enjoy this fight because we teach them their history. I was there in ground one with Kavi. Teach them their history. Radicalize them. Make them see where to go with the fight for saying like a genuine cause. That why that when it's speaking them decide for fight this fight. Nobody in the ADF. You be example. I think that last week you asked for laptop. Will tell you exactly say no. Nobody have a laptop. Capo has never had anything. The defense chair have never been paid. The CIC have never been paid. None of us get paid for working for the ADF. We are all sympathizers. We are donors. We are all soldiers of the revolution. Nobody get paid. We sacrifice. In fact, we donate. We are volunteers for liberate the country. We want to leave a legacy. We will begin them. Our great grandpicking them. We will say my grandpa be fight for the war. My grandma be fight for the war. So Latina, I want me audience they know. I mean viewers they know. Thank you so much.
That is a woman of high kakistocracy. Thank you very much, Mama. Thank you.
Okay.
That's a woman of high pim. Ambazonians, when I don't hear it is on that note that we'll close today's edition of the program. I want to thank every single Ambazonians for their humility in watching this particular show, especially if you're watching as a family. I know people that they cast we on YouTube, and when I sabi so the broadcast on 4K. So those where they watch we on YouTube for their flat big screen for our house as a family. I do thank Una very much. Turn around, look at your picking. Turn around, look at people around you, and understand that I really, really do love and care about all of them who are sitting around you. I may not be perfect, but I do apologize for anything that I may have said that has hurt your feelings in any way. I may not be perfect, but I have the courage to stand and call guns guns, to fight against the enemy that terrorizes your women and children and your family and your siblings back home in Ambazonia. We have a common cause to fight against La République du Cameroon. We have a common cause to defeat La République du Cameroon. We have a common cause to restore democracy in Cameroon. We have a common cause in Ambazonia. We have a common cause to bring forth the rule of law in Ambazonia and have our own erected government that will be elected on ground zero. Ambazonians, thank you very much. Stay blessed. Fight terrorism, fight kidnapping, fight any form of tyranny, and fight any form of division among us. We are all one. We are united. We should be on the same train going towards Buea, and forward ever, backward never. Thank you very much. Do have a splendid day, and I wish you all the best.
Oh yeah, hey man. Elina do me